where you belong. Give it strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise,
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Toon Reviews coverage of the FA Cup fourth round game at St Andrews. Not called that anymore. I know it's got another name, but I can't remember what it is. So, Birmingham City versus Newcastle United. Myself and Stato will be taking you through the 90 minutes and potentially another 30 more after that to see if we can make it through to the fifth round. But before we go any further, let's do all the housework first. If you are new to us and you have to be subscribed to be in the chat today to actually operate the chat, please give us a subscribe. We're on our way to 37k now. We've had a massive rise lately. So just please keep hitting that subscribe button if you are new to us and like what you see. Clicking the like button also helps us. It pushes up in the algorithm on YouTube to like-minded football supporters, whether they be Newcastle United supporters or not. Super chats are also available by clicking the dollar sign below the chat there, and memberships too by clicking the join button. And our sponsors, Mamamoo Records in Whitley Bay, go and pay them a visit. They're fantastic sponsors for the channel. Go and see them in Whitley Bay. See Steve with his fantastic musical, with his records and all the memorability that he's got there. Also online if you can't get into Whitley Bay itself. But fantastic sponsor for the channel. So please hit them, give them a hit as well and see what you can find. Stato, good evening to you.
Good afternoon. How are we doing?
I'm good. I'm just going to put the lineup up. Newcastle United first. It's Nick Pope is returning in goal. It's very much a shadow squad. Back four looks like Livramento right back, Target at the left, Byrne and Kraft in the centre. A midfield three, are we saying, of Longstaff, Bruno and Miley, and then a front three of Willock, Wilson and Asula.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think we got it fairly spot on last night in the preview show. I think we came to the conclusion we thought it was quite likely that Bruno would start. And then the three rotation midfielders would come in with possibly Willock being further forward on the left. We did kind of, a few of us suggested, I think I threw out there that there's the possibility he might use Osula on the right. Although we don't know what this is going to look like in practice. There might be flavors of 4-4-2 in this. I don't know. I don't know what this is exactly going to look like on the pitch. It could be 4-3-3. There could be, I don't know. We'll see. It looks like it's fairly fluid. Yeah, but it's a nice balanced lineup. I think it's pretty strong as well, to be honest.
Yeah, for reserve lineup, it certainly is. On the bench, just in case things aren't going right, we do have two goalkeepers there, though, unfortunately. Dubravka and John Ruddy. I guess that might be a nostalgic kind of pick for him to sit on the bench at St Andrews. But Trippier is also there with Cher, Tonali, Isak, Lewis Hall, Jacob Murphy, and young Sean Neve having his first taste of first team action, Stato.
Yeah, fantastic for him. Good opportunity. The NUFC Twitter posted him just behind Bruno going into the changing rooms. So it'll be a good experience for him to just be a part of the Matchday squad.
Absolutely.
Not quite sure why we've got Ruddy and Dubravka on the bench together. Fine. It is what it is. Yeah, don't know why we couldn't have maybe given another youth player a spot on the bench. But yeah, it's a decent bench. We've got Tonali, Isak, Murphy as maybe players who can go and make a difference. Even to be fair, I guess Fabian Schär and Lewis Hall have got attacking elements to their game. Yeah. So, well, and Kieran Trippier. So it's a good bench.
It is. Here's the Birmingham City lineup. The Northern Ireland goalkeeper, Peacock, fouling goal. I'm not sure how they line up positionally. Let's just quote in that. But they do have Laird, Clare with the captain, Davies, Cochrane, Leonard, Iwata, Wright, Kieran Dow, formerly of Rangers and Norwich, of course, Anderson and the goal scorer of their side, Jay Stansfield, Stato.
Yeah, so we were pretty spot on with our assessment and preview of Birmingham City, to be honest. We did think that Dykes might start up front and with Stansfield, but he's not. Alfie May not starting. That was predicted from SofaScore, to be fair. Dowell and Leonard did really well in the previous game against Stevenage. So it was a fairly spot on lineup in terms of the prediction. A couple of players on the bench I thought might have gotten a shout. You've got Christian Bielik, who's on the bench, who's been playing as a right back for them. He's their captain. Grant Hanley as well is not playing. He's on the bench. But it's a side with a lot of quality that have been able to rotate well. Huge win streak for them in League One. They're definitely not a League One side. They're a championship side in all but name in terms of the quality of the squad. Comfortably the best side in League One. So it's effectively a championship standard side who are super confident and at home. So definitely got to give them the respect.
Yeah, 100%. They haven't lost at home since the Carabao Cup tie against Fulham, where the goal scoring winner was scored by Jay Stansfield for Fulham. Of course, he was at Birmingham City last season on loan from Fulham, sent him back in the summer. He then scored against them in the Carabao Cup, and then they signed him permanently, which is an odd way of going about things. Anyway, their bench got Bielik, Hanley, Sampson, can't see the rest, Harris, Williamson, Dykes, May, and Jutkiewicz, of course, who must be getting on a bit, formerly of Coventry City and Everton.
35 now.
Yeah, so that's the lineup for Birmingham. Let's do some comments before we go any further. We've got a couple of starred comments I've got to go through. Jimmy Barr, $7.99 Australian dollars. Good day, TTR fam. Hate these start times. Currently 1:30 in the morning. Hope you battle before going to work for 12 and a half hours in 43-degree heat all day. How are the lads? Ooh, dear me. 199 from Emma Irwin. Hi, Billy and Alex. Get well soon. Paul, 100%. Paul is getting better. I've had a bit of a conflict with him today on WhatsApp, and he just thought he was having a when that happened, he just thought he was having a bit of a moment with the adrenaline. But there you go. And Eddie Gaunt over in Japan. Well done, Stato, and get the lineup. Good luck today, Bill and Alex. Hope Paul is recovering 100%. And thank you very much for your generous contributions. Yeah, for very, very early in the morning, Australia. It's it's very definite law support from them fellas down there, Stato.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are just fantastic out there. We've seen in many shows people from all over the world that watch the channel and support the Toon. So it's quite a unique fan base, and I can see why people outside of the country would be attracted to supporting the club. I appreciate some of you maybe were from here originally, or you've moved away, but there's a lot of new fans as well from overseas and far away, because it's just a unique club to support. I think the Carabao Cup win over Arsenal displayed that.
Baz Dallender, it's 4:30 where he is in the morning, obviously on the other coast to where the previous Jimmy Barr, well, Jock Barr, whoever it was. Yeah, Mr. Barr. So maybe he's on the other, I think Perth he's from, maybe. Joe Wilkinson just popping in. Granddaughter is 16 tomorrow. So we're having a family get together. Thanks, Joe, for coming in and just saying hello. Ian Laverick, Pilo, I don't know what that means. Apparently there's rumours that Callum Wilson's going to get a new contract, Stato. Have you heard that?
I haven't seen them, but I saw our WhatsApp group, a few people talking about it. So I'm aware there are rumours floating around somewhere. I don't know where it's come from. I don't really know what word to use about it. I don't know if it's concerning or if it's, in my opinion, I don't think it's appropriate to extend his contract to use him as a player. I think that's a little bit negligent and it's highly risky, judging by his injury record. I appreciate that when he managed to keep himself fit for long periods of time, he was a super good goal threat and very good for us. But now he's continuing to age and is consistently unavailable. Even though he's fit today and is starting, it's lovely to see him back. We love Callum Wilson. We've got to think about the long-term future of the club. And I think it's a lot of wages and a squad place on somebody that's never really available, even though he's fit right now. So I think it's, unless it's a contract extension for the sake of a sale, but even then, who would be wanting to take a risk on that with a transfer fee with his injury record? It is a strange one. And
what would Callum Wilson agree to that? I'll sign a new contract, so I don't take the transfer fee out being out of contract. I don't know.
Unless it's a huge just an honourable thing from the club that they're doing for him. I don't know. We'll have to wait and hear some information on it, but it could be a number of things, or it's not true at all.
Yeah. Hi, Mark Lassalle. Hi, Blenchy, Tony Honor, Carl, Chris Webb, Ian A. Good afternoon to you. Good evening to you. Yvonne says, hopefully we can get through this with a win and no injuries. Lower teams do tend to be rash in kicking out and causing problems. And I think Birmingham City are different to that. They're top of the league of League One, and I think they play with a bit of a style that's a bit different to kicking it. But I mean, against us, who knows? Anyway, the teams are on the way out. We haven't got any scoreboards or clocks or anything today. I did try and fix the old OBS, but the camera was awful, so I couldn't do that. But what we do have is the old banner. So we'll get that up.
Keep it old school.
We're going really old school. I know we will be mentioning the clock on every given moment. So there you go. That's that. The teams are on the way out, and it's not called St Andrews anymore. It's called St Andrews at something with a stadium, but I'm going to call it St Andrews. Absolutely, I am. Marilyn Goddard says, great to see you both. Wish Paul the very best in his recovery. Really misses Paul's presence for sure. Chat as a subscriber. Thank you very much, Marilyn. Really appreciate that. Good evening to Ray Fagan, to Callie Jordan. James Jones, and them being unbeaten in 18 games is kind of worrisome. It is in League One, no, to be fair, James. Anyway, they're being led out by their captain. And the captain for Newcastle today seems to be Bruno. Of course it is, because he's in the side. Emma's very optimistic about this. Good evening to Clue. Hope you're well. And he says, get well soon, Paul. We all echo those sentiments. Paul World says, Alex has even come back to the UK to solely support the Toon. What a lad. There you go. Dowsey says, Aussie Geordies, our brethren across the ponds. Love hearing where you're all from and how far the Black and White Army spread. Yeah, it is good, isn't it? And Jimmy is in Perth, as I predicted. Time is kickoff. It's in about 3 minutes' time. The players
Good little atmosphere here, Billy.
Have you?
The atmosphere, the fireworks, little pyrotechnic display, some little light shows, and I forgot about Birmingham City. To be fair, they were a mainstay in the Premier League for quite a while, and it's been a long time. So it's a big club, really. I know they get the banter from Aston Villa, but
they don't like Villa, do they?
Still were a mainstay for a very long time.
Shano, he's been a member for 36 months. He says, morning, gents, 4:45 a.m. here. Would have liked to see Garan Qual on the bench at least. Should be a good enough team to beat Birmingham, though. Thanks. 36 minutes, that's an astonishing amount of time. And Dan Robinson, £5 super chat. Love to you all. Hope you're doing well, Billy. I hope Paul is recovering well. Still the best show on YouTube. Going to be a great game. All right, the lads. Thanks, Dan. Really appreciate that, my friend. And there we go. So we are almost at kickoff time. They are showing the lineups on BBC One. Local staff, Gumaris and Miley. What do you think about that? Miley out position on the left-hand side of midfield, Sato?
Well, that's not confirmed. We'll see where they play. I think Miley might sit quite deep, or yeah, we'll have to see. I think Miley might have that responsibility.
Yeah, if Miley sits in the 6, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, but obviously Bruno's got the experience. They might put him there just for safety. But Miley played their previous round and he was fine. Yeah,
I agree. I think Miley will play there and Bruno will be a bit forward. It's whether Asuna plays as part of the 2 or on the right-hand side, isn't it? That's the big question we're all asking ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, Willock's always been joining attacks. He went in earlier on in the season when he was getting used a little bit more. He was joining Isak up top. I don't know. This could look like a 4-4-2 in moments, or it is going to look like they've got on screen at the moment in 4-3-3. We'll have to see. I'm quite excited to see Matt Target again, Billy, because he was amazing really good last round.
Just to put an amazing stat up there, this is Callum Wilson's first FA Cup tie for Newcastle since joining in 2020.
Wow. Well, you've got to remember, he was the starter for such a long time that he would have been rotated out for most of those FA Cup fixtures. And we've been knocked out of the FA Cup quite early.
We have.
Quite a number of times. So,
who is the Birmingham manager? It doesn't even look familiar to me. Anyway, I don't know who it is. Someone silence in the chat.
Can't remember now.
And Birmingham are going to kick off, and they are kicking off towards, well, we're going from left to right as we look. Jay Stansfield is about to kick it off. In their royal blue shirts and white shorts, known as the Blues, of course, and we're away and running. No clock today, folks. we will be shouting it out at the time as often as we can. Long punt forward from Peacock Farrell. Beaten in the air there, Dan Burn, by, I think it was Anderson. And Birmingham on the attack on the right-hand side with the number 30 deflected off Dan Burn this time, that target. And it will be a corner ball to Birmingham City. Very, 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 very early start this. Birmingham on the front foot, 24 seconds gone, and they've got a corner already. We'll see how this goes. Well, I'm not sure what the like at set
Mine's
pieces.
just kicked off, so I am about 30 seconds behind you. Yeah, unfortunately.
Corner comes in, and it's to far post, and on it back, and it's a goal to Birmingham. Already, 42 seconds in. It's the number 7, or number 2, I think his name's Laird. Good grief, what a terrible start for Newcastle United. Awful corner, awful defending, back post, header back, into the middle. Laird volleys it in. 1-0 Birmingham City. Unbelievably poor start for Newcastle United. Stato.
Well, I'm waiting for the corner now. I'm about to see it in real time. So, yeah, I'm surprised Dan Burn lost that first aerial duel, which resulted in them getting the corner from that passage of play. So it's a left-footed corner. You've got Willock on the edge of the box to cover any short corner routines. Let's see where everybody's gone set. So ball comes in right to the back post, and it's just nobody goes for the second ball, and it's the number 7 for Birmingham. Is that number 7?
Oh,
just left-footed, slots it home, uncontested. Really
deflected? Is it deflected off Wilson? Maybe deflected off Wilson.
May have been.
It is deflected off Wilson.
For that.
Yeah, it's the deflection off Callum Wilson, looks like. It takes it into the corner of the net. Otherwise, maybe save or Burn maybe blocking that. Shocking start for Newcastle United, though. Unbelievable. Unbelievably poor start. And yes, it's just what you want.
Right wing back, Laird.
Just what you want when you're away from home in a cup tie against the lower league team to go down early. Good grief. And again, the panic there at the back for Nick Pope, who's hoofed it to touch. And it will be a throw to Birmingham very, very close to our byline, which the goal scorer Laird's going to take. Yeah, terrible defensive work from Newcastle there from the corner. We've spoke about corners, not scoring from corners, while the first one they've scored from Birmingham. Here's Laird, tackled there by Bruno, and it will be a throw to Newcastle United. Yeah, Dan Burn missed the original header stat. It wasn't great from him, was it?
Yeah, it was a poor defensive setup as well. Sean Longstaff just marking zonally, ended up just picking up no one. He wasn't contesting anybody near the 6-yard box. He was unaware of the long ball to the back post. Just, yeah, awful.
Free kick to Birmingham City again in their final third. Foul that time from I think it was Wilson, and it's the number 12 who stood over it, who is Leonard. Davies is making his way forward. Not the Ben Davies of Tottenham, of course, a different Ben Davies, but I think he has played Premier League football, this Ben Davies, hasn't he? Anyway, Leonard's going to take it. An outswing out on it with his right foot. Nick Pope's got an advanced position, and it's a great free kick. Header comes in, it's cleared this time. Poor ball there. Wilson. It's a Sulu, in fact. No, it's not. It's Willock. I'll get it right eventually. Willock with great pace. Great ball in the middle. There's no one getting in on it. Unfortunate for Joe Willock. It's going to run out for a goal kick. Good run from Willock, though, and a good ball. Unfortunately, he was way too ahead.
For latecomers, guys, Billy did state there's no clock today because we can't operate from OBS without Paul at the moment. So it is what you've got on screen. So no clock, no extra things for today.
We are 4 minutes in, by the way, folks. Yeah, great play from Willock. That no one was up with him. He was just too quick for the rest of the team there. But well played, Joe Willock. Nice ball too. However, Wilson and Asula weren't able to join him. Long clearance down the pitch from Bailey Peacock Farrell, which Stansfield gets. Burns tackles him, throw into Birmingham City, which is quickly taken. And they're on the attack now with Leonard. All the way out to number 4. And now Davis. Long ball to the far side of the pitch. It's an overhit one from Davis, and it'll be a throw into Newcastle United, which Tino Livramento will take. And he's got it back. Livramento. Kraft. Good ball from Kraft. And good play from Longstaff too. Bruno's robbed, and Birmingham City on the attack again. A good tackle coming in there from Emerald Crap before they could get close to the goal. But it will be a throw to Birmingham. Again, they're the ones on the front foot here, 5 minutes in. It's been virtually all Birmingham City in his first 5 minutes, and they have a goal to boot as well. Ball goes back from Clare with the captain to Bailey Beacock Farrell, who I believe may have been in goal for Sheffield Wednesday when they beat us in the cup a couple of years ago. May have been. He was at Sheffield Wednesday for a while. Anyway, here's Matt Target. Inside for Lewis Miley, and then back to Dan Burn. Dan Burn goes square across the penalty area to Emil Kraft. Further right, he goes to Livramento. Down the line, looking for Sula, who is playing on the right side at the minute. Good bit of skill from Sula. And now he's gone backwards to Kraft again. Inside for Nick Pope, who has 2 players on him, and Nick Pope floats an absolutely disgusting ball out for throwing. Overhit by about 20 yards.
Big difference visibly between Nick Pope and Dubravka from the technical standpoint, the kick in, the throw in, the awareness.
How times change, eh? Anyway, Livramento picks that one up and he's on his way down the line. Might go to Asula wide right, he does. He's Asula, who's fouled, in fact. Will be a free kick to Newcastle wide on that right touch line. Foul on that far side. Looked like from the Icelandic player, I can't think what his name is. Jim, there's no clock today. It's all old school, but we are 6 minutes 25 in.
Yeah, poor so far. Can't get any control in this game. It looks like a heavily rotated side at the moment.
It does, yeah. We've got no control in midfield. Birmingham City have had virtually all of the play, all of the ball, and all of the territory. But this is the first time, really. In comes a free kick. It's an in-swinger, looking for a Newcastle head, and Beacock Farrell punches away. Willock gets it now. Does well there, Willock, and plays that awful pass, which is cut out. But Newcastle can maintain possession with Livramento, and now Miley. And then wide to Livramento. All the way back. They're just trying to get a bit of feel of the ball, really. Pope has it. Hesitates, plays it back to where it came, to Livramento. And Livramento goes down the line. He's fouled by Livramento, but, the ref didn't give it, and it's a throw to Birmingham.
It's very hard to commentate when I'm 40 seconds behind you, Billy.
Yeah. I can't pause it either because as soon as I pause it, it just resets as soon as I go back into it. I've tried it before.
That's all right.
Anyway, long ball, looking for the run through, but in the end it was overhit. Pope comes out and retrieves it, takes it back into his area, into the safety of his area, and runs forward with the ball at his feet. Eddie Howe looking very, very, very angry and pointing to players, not doing their job properly. Here's Target down the line for a nice little flip from Willock, who's looked our best player so far. Target has a throw in. Joe Willock playing wide on the left, of course, in the Anthony Gordon role. Target takes a throw in all the way back to Dan Burn. Dan Burn goes back to Nick Pope. And he goes square to Kraft. He legs it off for Livramento. Livramento comes back, probably going to go back to Pope. And Pope hoofs it down the middle, looking for Callum Wilson. Nodded away from Davis. Miley takes on his chest and plays it square to Target. Newcastle United just inside the Birmingham City half here. Here's Willock, who's been our best player by a country mile so far. Willock cuts inside, passes it to Target. It was a poor pass, really. And Birmingham were able to clear it all the way back to Dan Burn. Now Miley, back against goal. Nice turn from Miley. Gives it to Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno, wide he goes to Joe Willock and now to Matt Target. First time in the game, Newcastle have had a sustained spell of possession here. Miley has it, back to Burn. And now square to Kraft, just inside the Birmingham City half as I speak. Wide it goes then to Asula. Asula taking on the defender there. Bit of trickery, goes past one. Stansfield's come back to help him. Nice bit of trickery from Asula. Back he goes though. It's a poor pass from Asula, but luckily Livramento did well to keep it. Now Asula comes inside. Now it's long Bruno. Nice little flick to Target. Further wide he comes then to Willock, who's one-on-one with his defender this time. Can he take him on? Goes on the outside. Good tackle from Laird. Throw to Newcastle United. Level with the Birmingham City penalty area. First time we've had a bit of sustained possession there. And to be honest, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, Miley showing some good stuff under pressure. Willock and Target trying to make things happen together on the left. Maybe just a little bit rusty. Better.
Thrown goes back to Matt Target. Dan Burn. And back to Nick Pope, who's standing, well, just short of the centre circle, to Emil Kraft. Further wide to Livramento. Here's Miley. 3 plays around him. He plays it square for target. Target will go down the line. It's a lofted ball, looking for the run of Willock. It's a good one, but well defended from Clara, the captain. And he's going to launch it down the pitch, looking for Stansfield. It's overhit. Head out to Longstaff. Miley did really well. Bruno, now Longstaff. Dithering, dathering. Finally goes backwards to Byrne, and now Kraft. Kraft to Livramento. Little chip over the top, looking for the win of Sula. That's a nice one. Sula has it. Right hand side. Back to goal, but he does a nice little tricky, bit of tricky. Gets it back to Livramento. Livramento cuts inside, goes on the outside. Good play from Livramento. Going to get a cross in. Just about. Bruno plays it wide. Oh, good block from the Birmingham City defender. And they can bring it clear as the clearance went to one of their players, fortunately for them. Longstaff's beaten by the player on that far side. And a nice bit of ball in, little 1-2, too far ahead of him. I think maybe Anderson on that far side. Here's Byrne, and now target. Down the line to Bruno, who's, well, good defended there from Kieran Dal behind him. And Newcastle United take the throw in quickly. Here's Miley. Square to Sean Longstaff, and then further square then to Livramento. As soon as down the line for him, he comes back inside for Kraft. 11 minutes and 45 on the clock, still 1-0 to Birmingham City, of course. Kraft just seeing out options, really. Not a lot for him. Goes back to Livramento and then back to Kraft again. And Birmingham City defensively look to be very solid here. Back to Pope. Down to Byrne, who's going to come to target. Who's getting pressure by Laird. Ball from Miley's not a great one. Bruno picks up the rebound and back to Pope he goes. And Birmingham City pushed us back here. And in the end, a tackle on Kraft from Stansfield. It'll be a throw to Newcastle, just level with our penalty area.
Can we get a time shout, Billy?
It's 12:28 at the minute.
You got to remember, guys, when you're watching us, there's going to be about a 10-second delay of us actually saying things and you hearing it on YouTube's end because it's got a stream. That's just how it works.
So Livramento with a throw. Miley, good bit of skill. Was lucky there, but Birmingham do win the ball in the end. Clara goes all the way back to the keeper. He goes wide then to the, I don't know, it will be a left back, won't it? The left back on the far side of the pitch. Here's Clara again. He's got Laird coming short for him, and Laird does come short for him. Target closed him down, but he got a good ball away. And Birmingham on the attack. Showing some nice touches. It's not a typical League One side of way of playing. Short passes. Good play there from the number 11. Good play to Stansfield in. Still going. And the rest give a free kick. Should have played the advantage there. Yellow card for Dan Byrne.
It's very early for a yellow card for him.
Good play from the number 11 there. Really good play. I can't see his name. Right. The ref should have probably played the advantage there. Because had he done, he was clean through. Anyhow, Dan Bernard's got a yellow card. He's looked very, very panicky so far, I have to say. Here comes the corner, the free kick from Leonard. It's to the far. Clara gets a nod back in. Vonnie comes in. Oh! I don't know if Pope saved that or was hit the post, but whatever happened, great effort from Anderson. I don't know if Pope got a fist on that. He may have done. It may have been a fantastic save, although it may have been the post. Again, poor defending, far post. Header comes back in. Volley from Anderson. Oh, it's a fantastic save from Pope. And it's deflected too. Off Byrne. An amazing save that from Nick Pope. He's kept in the game there. Brilliant save. Absolutely outstanding. 15 minutes in, still 1-0 to Birmingham City. Yet to see, I don't think Callum Wilson touched the ball yet.
Yeah, still absolutely no control thus far. It's not looking fantastic. We will have spells, but 15 minutes in, we need to start soon.
Indeed. Willock's lost out there, and here come Birmingham on the attack through the middle. Could be a long distance shot here from Wright. Good tackle coming in from Miley. Very much at the end of Wright's run. He's about to pull the trigger there. Here come Birmingham again now. Some really nice football being played for the Birmingham defenders there around our strikers. No press, so to speak, at all. Wilson gives a token press to Peacock foul, but he launches it down the middle of the park. Livermento's beat in the air, but will recover the ball with Anderson at his back. Longstaff dithering again, but back to Byrne. Byrne lets the ball run across him and gets it just about to that target. Target in for Bruno. Bruno looking for the Hollywood pass to Willock. It's a good one. Willock lets the ball bounce. Clara comes in and kicks out for throwing. Here's Bruno again. Yet to get himself into the game, Bruno. He has it back from Byrne. Now runs inside. Dowell, who's clearly doing a man-to-man job on Bruno, to be fair. Here's Asula. Cuts inside, back to Livermento. All the way back, it goes to Kraft. Don't forget to keep subscribing, people. If you are new to the channel and want to comment in the chat, hit that subscribe button. Push us towards 37k. Here's Dan Byrne, and then to Kraft. Still in our own half. Pressure coming in from Birmingham. They really have an aggressive press. This time we're allowed to play it through from Byrne. Wide then to Target, who is getting pressured. Target almost lost out to Laird there. Ball inside, foul on Bruno. Will be a free kick right in the centre circle. Bruno showing signs of frustration. Kieran Dowell is doing a man-to-man job on Bruno, no doubt about that. Here's Miley. Asula wide on that right-hand side. Cuts inside. That's an awful pass. A really bad pass. 2-yard pass and missed his target. He does recover the ball, though. Livermento's going backwards here. Further back, he goes to Kraft. And then square to Dan Byrne. Newcastle starting to have a little bit more possession now. His target. Back to Byrne. Cross to Kraft. Long crossfield ball looking for the run of Target. It's a good one too. Target gets the first time cross. Laird defends it really well. Bruno nods it into the box, looking for a Newcastle flick on, but Birmingham City all over that. Here's Byrne. Goes all the way back to Nick Pope on the edge of his penalty area. He plays it first time back to Byrne. And now Bruno. Byrne. Square. He goes to Target. Further square to Byrne. And back to Kraft. And Newcastle start from deep. Not a lot of movement. Here's Miley in the 6 at the minute. Square, he goes to Byrne. 6-7% possession for Newcastle according to the possession bar. That's a foul referee.
Yeah, we're not doing anything with it, though.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's Byrne trying to control it. Did quite well in the end. His hoofs got in the way. And Kieran Dowell did really well, but his back flick didn't work. And Newcastle can bring it away with Willock. Will win a throw-in. Dean says, have we had a shot yet? No.
I'm not even sure we've had one chance. I guess half a chance. I'm not even sure we managed to get it towards goal, did we?
Birmingham City's manager is called Chris Davis. Never heard of him. But he's done a good job on his team. Here's Miley. Good ball through to Bruno. Ball for Wilson's cut out by Davis. Right, then put it wide for Laird here, the goal scorer. He's fouled there from Willock and will be a free kick to Birmingham City on the halfway line. Almost 20 minutes on the clock, give or take 2 or 3 seconds. Peacock foul will get a bit of pressure. Bruno now on the press also, and Birmingham play around it quite nicely. Sula almost snips in, but it's cleared from Birmingham. Livramento does intercept it though. There's a man on his back and no one told him, and they rob him. Here come Birmingham, sits on the counter with Stansfield on that far side. Taken over by Anderson. Good tackle from Longstaff. Here's Miley. Spins, plays it back to Kraft. Further down the pitch here to Target on the left-hand flank, back to Burn. And Newcastle United can start from scratch once again. Burn goes long through the middle, looking for Wilson. Wilson's did a good turn there. Unfortunately for him, he's got to play it wide here. Terrible touch from Wilson, but he still has it. Crossing, looking for Willock. Far post to Sula. Willock! He's missed two from inside the 6-yard box. How on earth has he missed there? That is scandalously bad from Willock. He had 2 bites at the cherry. First one, I think Peacock Fowl got a hand in it. Second one, he's panicked and lofted it straight over the bar. Unbelievable. Good play from Callum Wilson to set it up. A lovely little ball to the far post where Sula is. He cuts it back. Willock, well, it may be in. That may be in the goal. Here's a goal. It's one each.
Well, we got one.
It was behind the line. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And the referee's and they've given a goal. So it's one each. Joe Willock with the goal.
Well, I'm about to see it in real time now. So Wilson Central manages to keep hold of it. Terrible touches, like you said. Yeah. Into the 6-yard box. It's saved from a Willock scuffle, but it looks like he scooped it out from maybe inside the box. The referee, goalkeeper is playing innocent. He's like, oh, I've not stolen the cookies. Definitely you've touched the cookies. Right, yeah, Wilson, Asula cuts it back to Willock, and it does look like it's gone in, yeah.
Hard to see from first. Yeah,
the follow-up shot from Willock was absolutely atrocious, though, so he's managed to save face a little bit.
Great save from the keeper, but why he's standing 5 yards inside his net is beyond me.
Well, I mean, that makes it not a good save, doesn't it?
He must have been standing in the stands, mightn't he? Anyhow, one apiece. Joe Willock. 22 minutes on the clock when he scored. And fortunate, Stato, to be level.
It is what it is. We'll take it, won't we? A lot of people have got jammy goals, jammy ricochets and bounces against us. It might be good for Willock's confidence as well. It might get him playing a little bit better. We should really have goal line technology, though, shouldn't we? So, who's given this? Is it the linesman that's given this? Is it the ref?
Oh, E&A. Yes, you're right. Someone forgot something, didn't they? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, one forgot the granny dance.
I mean, Robert Morrison sums it up there. If Man United can have a goal from 4 players being offside and all of them trying to contribute to a header, then we'll take that.
Absolutely. Anyway, Birmingham on the attack now with Anderson up against Livramento. Bit of trickery from Anderson, goes backwards. Cross comes in, it's blocked, and it's out for throw into Birmingham City. Wide, obviously wide because it's a throw in. Yes, Granny won't get too much in Birmingham, to be fair. Birmingham smells of Granny.
Well, we definitely need goal line technology in the Championship. Well, for these kinds of stadiums, there's no reason we can't be having it.
Yeah. Anyway, long distance effort from Stansfield is straight down Pope's throat, and he takes it quite convincingly. Good effort though, on target, but Nick Pope well positioned in the centre of goal and straight down his neck it went. And Birmingham do have the ball back though with Clara. Nice football from Birmingham, but bad ball there. Longstaff picks up, Ditherin, loses it. Too slow there, Sean. You've got to be quicker than that. Clara goes back to the keeper. Willock to the better pressure on. Peacock Fowl clears it. Chest down from Stansfield is Dowell. Back inside from Dowell to Laird. Laird's first time ball right against Byrne. Byrne beats him for pace and plays it back to Pope. Pope, his touch ain't great, but he clears it. And a good ball to Asula. Great touch from Asula. Past the defender. Coming inside Asula. Going past the next one. Goes for goal. Good save, Peacock Fowl. Osuna gets the rebound. Very promising from young Will so far. Here's Longstaff, ball in the back to Livramento. Boss comes across, must be, and is 2-1 Newcastle. Callum Wilson with the goal.
Get Granny in.
Granny can come in. That was brilliant from Will Osuna. But grab your Granny. We're going to Birmingham because it stinks of piss. Have you got?
I'm about to see it again. Osula, long range shot. And he tries to get it back to Callum. No, it's Longstaff out to the wing. Livramento across goal, and it's bundled in eventually by Callum Wilson, gets his boot over the top of it. Everybody scrambling. 3 black and white shirts in the 6-yard box. Yeah, really poor from Birmingham City there defensively. It's just our fullback getting a nice wide run, drag it across goal. Players are all in the mixer for it. If they keep doing that, it could be considerably more than 2-1.
Will Osuna, though, Stato, what a fantastic bit of play from him to start it all.
Yeah, it was a good run. It was a good shot, good follow-up to try and keep it alive. He's a young, hungry, raw athlete, and he's going to be good. He looks good coming in from the right as well, supporting Callum.
Incidentally,
very
before Callum knocked that
indeed.
in the goal, Osuna managed to miss from a foot out with no goalkeeper behind him. He's kicked it onto his arse cheek and it's bounced
Seeing
back
this
to
again.
Callum.
So Livramento. Oh, yeah. So Will Osula tries a left-footed shot, and the ball looks like it rolls over his boot, and then Callum just tidies it up.
I mean, it's a typical Callum Wilson goal, isn't he? Osuna's fouled there, be a free kick to Newcastle. Osuna's causing all sorts of damage down that right-hand side. Looks an excellent player.
So I know there's a few people that turned off because we went 1-0 down. Are you back? Newcastle lead.
Foul from Cochrane on Osuna. I mean, he's got to his feet. It's very dangerous today to Will Osuna on that right-hand side, but anyhow...
Can we have a time check, really?
We can. It's 27 and 25 on the clock. Good ball from Sean Longstaff in for Livramento too, which is quite rightly being mentioned in the chat. Here's Dan Burn in the centre circle, just inside the Newcastle half. Comes down the bottom here to Matt Target, who picks it up. A bit of pressure on him. Wide to Willock, that's first goal scorer. Back to Burn. And Newcastle United can get a modicum of control in this game now with the lead. Here's Miley. Miley did really well there to get away from Dowell. Here's Bruno. Back to Miley. Little triangle with Longstaff and Bruno there was very good. Here's Longstaff. 1-2 with Miley again. Miley controlling play at the minute. Wide he goes to Livramento. Surely the idea will be feed Osuna as much as you can, but he comes back to Miley again. And he's probably come to Dan Burn here square. He does. Here's Dan Burn. Further down here for Target. Target has Willock down the line. Ball down the line to Willock. Good turn from Willock, but he's got a man at his back. Willock comes back to Bruno. Bruno. Now Miley. And then Bruno again. Nice bit of play to avoid Kieran Dow. Here's Miley. Longstaff dithering, but does get the ball away to Bruno before he's kicked. Here's Miley. 28:36 in the clock. 2-1 to Newcastle United after a poor start. Here's Osuna. Second his player on. This time going nowhere near him, and it's a throw into Newcastle United. Anderson moaning about, well, he's given Newcastle a throw in, and then the referees change his mind and give it to Birmingham. Odd. Very odd. Despite the linesman being a foot away from the actual challenge. Unbelievable.
Miley definitely settling into that role now, looking really good.
He's given a free kick. What? I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Anyway, Peacock foul will take it. Callum standing 10 yards in front of him, just trying to put him off. Long clearance down the middle on Emil Kraft's head. Good header from Kraft. Osuna's fouled there, but the referee plays on. And Birmingham trying to get through here. Good play, though, from Miley. Did really well there, Miley. Wilson with a little flick. Did well, Wilson. Wilson trying to get past the Birmingham defender. And, well, he thought he wouldn't have thrown, but again, they give it to Birmingham City. Far side of the pitch. We're almost half an hour in. Stato, your thoughts?
Better. We looked very, very poor for the first 15 minutes. Disjointed, rusty. Birmingham City had a lot of joy. It was a poor goal to concede from the corner, but then we were looking quite threatening every time we went forward. After that, a lot of balls sort of dragged into the box. They were unable to handle them. There was an early warning sign of that they cleared. 2 goals. Maybe we were quite fortunate with the first one. If it was over the line or not, some people divided in the chat, but I think we're deservedly ahead now.
Yeah. Anyway, the left back the Birmingham City left back has a big shiner. I don't know if that's come tonight or not.
No, he's had that since the start. They kept putting the camera on it.
Oh, right. It is all the Birmingham City fans looking very happy now. Oh, my. And Chris Davis, whoever he may be, is shouting at his players now. Newcastle United starting to play with a bit of freedom. Good ball. Good turn from Masula. He's got Will again for the middle. I didn't quite see him, but Masula manages to maintain possession and is finally fouled. And the ref finally gives it. He was kicked about 5 times there, and the ref gave it with the 5th one.
I'll tell you what, there's about 10 or 15 people in the chat that haven't commented, not even a peep, since we've started playing better. Very odd. Definitely a couple of secret Mackhams in the chat. You know who you are. We know who you are as well.
Well, Will Asuna's been outstanding so far, I have to say. Really well outstanding.
Yeah, he's looked really good. Cheeky little
good flick on.
Right wing rotation.
Look! It's there! Is he offside? Oh, I think it's offside. Lod's got his flag up.
Oh, God, I haven't seen it yet. What was it? Long range strike?
No, it was a free kick. Is it offside? Flick comes on. He is offside. Is he yard off? Flick from Burn into Willock's path. Good finish, but unfortunately he's offside. He beat the advancing Peacock Favell to knock it into the net, but about half a yard offside. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I've got I've got it coming up in real time for me. Right wing, Will Osula, do you think he's going to be in a shout to get that rotation with Murphy going latter stages of the season, maybe, especially now Callum Wilson's back to rotate with Isak?
Yeah, why not? I mean, he's been believed great so far. Pace, he's got trickery, he's got a nice touch. Anyway, boom on, attack, cross comes in, Stansfield! Should have scored, put it wide. Free header, 6-yard box. He scores them in League One. And he probably would have scored last year in the Championship as well. Good run across the defender from Stansfield. Gets the header and he should score. And he doesn't. Luckily for Newcastle United. But Dan Burn caught ball watching there.
I'm sorry, but that Joe Willock goal is a goal if we're going by Harry Maguire goals. Like, that's a legitimate goal.
But at the other end, Stato, poor defending from Dan Burn, ball watching. Good run across him from Stansfield, but his header was awful from 2 yards out. Should have scored. Well,
I'm yet to see that. But yeah, Burn wasn't great in the start of the game. But again, we've sold Lloyd Kelly, so there's no rest for him.
No, there isn't. Especially with Botman not being 100% at the minute.
I'm not sure that was Burn's fault. He got in between Kraft and Burn. One of them should have picked that up.
Well, Kraft can't see, can he? It's all behind him, isn't it? Anyway, good ball from Asula to Livramento. It's very advanced. We'll come back, I think, Livramento here to Asula. Asula goes for a long cross, which is that long, it almost hits me in Coventry. Goal kick to Birmingham. "34 minutes almost on the clock. Just showing that first goal again. It's 2 assists for Sula, as Eddie said earlier. 2 assists for Sula today, Sato.
Yeah, fantastic for him.
I'm not sure that's
even if he's quiet for the rest of this game, it's still a good level of contribution for when he's playing. So, and he looks like he's progressing as well.
Absolutely does. I mean, Callum Wilson could have been done for a high foot as well, but he'll kill his grand for goal, Callum Wilson, and he's got on a score sheet yet again. Outstanding.
Well, she lived down the road from you, does she, Billy and Cov?
Callum Wilson's mum, Gran, wouldn't it? Yeah, he's from Radcliffe, so from the same aim as I was originally from. Yeah, yeah. I say he went to school with my stepson. Anyway, Newcastle have the ball deep in their own half with Burn to Target. Pressure coming on Target. Target plays it down the line. Cuts out by Clara. Clara comes forward, plays it wide for Lair. Good tackle, target. Now Willock has the pace to run past 2 or 3 here if he can do it. Goes inside. A brilliant play from Willock. Brilliant. Can he put Asula in? He can. It's Asula. Cuts inside. Asula. Great defending. Still Asula. Great defending from the Birmingham centre half there to block the shot. And I think we're going to get a goal kick to Birmingham. But brilliant from Joe Willock to set Asula up. Absolutely outstanding defending there from the Birmingham centre half. It may have been the left back, but what a block this is. It's the captain, Clara. What a block that is. Outstanding. And in the end, it fell for a goal kick. That's brilliant defending. But Joe Willock in the first place, phenomenal play from him. He's playing really well so far. And it is a goal kick.
No, I'm just seeing the Willock run where it presumably gets to Osula. Yeah, crazy from Willock there to get through 4 players. Osula in the box, needs to pull the trigger early. He went for the left-footed cutback. He just couldn't get it out of his feet, could he? He should have hit it first time.
6 attempts for Newcastle against 4 for Birmingham.
Yeah, the crowd and giving him a hard time. But to be fair, Willock and Osula on occasion running rings around about 6 Birmingham City players. So good for them. If they keep giving them these opportunities, then we're going to score more.
Well, Tomoki, the Japanese Birmingham City player, is limped back on the pitch after a bit of a to-do with Bruno. I actually felt the Japanese player fouled Bruno, but the ref saw no wrong in it. 6 or 1.5 doesn't do that. And Dan Burn has it now. Little lofted ball looking for the win of Wilson. Peacock foul sweeps, sweeper keeps. Here's a Sula going to go from distance, and that's weak as piss. On target, but from about 40 yards, straight into the goalie's hands.
He's just suplexed Bruno. Yeah, I've just seen the tackle from the I think he's Korean, possibly. He's essentially just tried to suplex him and let go at the last minute and then injured himself.
Good play from Miley. Good calm play to target. Goes all the way back to Pope. Pope has Kraft available if he wants him. He gives it Kraft. Kraft under a bit of pressure from Kieran Dowell. And in fact, well, he's on a throw in, I think. Kieran Dowell was meant to be one of the next big things. He was in all England under 21s and 19s and 18s squads while he was at Norwich. Moved to Rangers. Didn't really work out from there. Now he's at Birmingham. He's not looked too bad tonight.
Cheeky little ball over the top from Emil Kraft a moment ago, Billy.
Yeah, to Wilson.
Yeah, won it in midfield and a good vision to play that. It was a good weighted pass as well. Every time he steps on the pitch at Emil Kraft, he surprises me. He does things that he never used to do.
We have a £2 super chat from Channel Right. BBC always do great football coverage. I agree. Nick Thornton, £2 super chat. Sula could be J7's long-term replacement. They are built similarly, aren't they? I have to say.
But I think Osula's got a lot more raw pace, and I think there's enough to try and refine him into an attacker, though.
Longstaff losing out there. The ball is wide on that far side. Birmingham on the attack here. That's a good ball as well in behind the full back. Ball comes in. Must score. Straight at Pope. Good grief. Wright had to score there, didn't. But they cut us apart. Look, an through bit there. Little ball in behind. Through Longstaff again. And Livramento. Great cross across. And Wright scuffed it straight into the arms of Nick Pope. Has to score there. And luckily for us, he didn't. George T with a £5 super chat. Sorry, it's late cooking. Were we looking with the goals? Kind of.
First one a little bit. Second one was, yeah. Somebody got to get on the end of that one. Can't get my words out today.
Birmingham getting a second wind here. They're on the attack again. Cross comes in, looking at the far post. Good header away. But a long distance shot. Great goal from the Japanese player Tamaki. It's a blaster from about 20 yards. Nick Pope had no chance. It's a terrific strike. 2-2.
Oh, and there's Jim Plunkett back in the chat. First comment. Stint. Honestly, mate.
It's an amazing strike from the Japanese player. I'm sure he's Japanese. I think the other fellow was Korean starter in the squad.
Yeah, I'm about to see it now. Callum's on him at the moment.
Good grief. Mind you, there's a hint of offside against Laird, who stood in front of Pope here.
Well, yeah, he is in front of Nick Pope for that.
They're not going to give it because obviously the Lord's Bank spot and things like that. VAR would definitely disallow that.
Yeah, VAR would probably have a look at that, to be honest.
However, there's no VAR here, and
it's a good goal. It is a good goal.
strike.
But you can't leave somebody that much space.
Tomoki with an absolute thunder twat of a shot. And the Blues fans are back in full voice again. They did start to have a bit of a second wind starter, didn't they? And start to attack us again. And again, they've scored.
Yeah, well, Bruno was trying to get back to get in front of him, so to stop the shot, and it wasn't quite enough. And he's absolutely run onto that, hit that as hard as he could, top bins. It's very difficult to try and stop that for Nick Pope.
Springing the Birmingham step again. Can Newcastle United respond? Foul on Asula on the far side there from Cochrane will be a free kick. George puts another £5 in. Should have been 10. Yes, we scored 2. Yeah, foul from Cochrane's. Well, Asula's got him on toast here.
Well, we might need some of the big guns on in the second half potentially. Maybe a Tonali and someone else, just to get a bit more control of the game. Because I mean, we could win this, but it's a bit of a coin toss because we're both just scoring goals.
Free kick to Newcastle. High love. Birmingham wants a little flick on, didn't get it, and Birmingham can clear it and do straight out of play. Panic. Kind of clearance from Cochrane on the wrong side of the pitch for him. His target inside he goes to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff sprays it to the far side. He's under hit that, and Livramento has to come to the ball to receive it. Poor ball from Livramento, but Burns stabs it forward. Wilson trying to be a menace. Birmingham managed to clear it. Cochrane has it. Plays it wide to Anderson. Inside to the goal scorer to Moki. And Birmingham playing out the press quite nicely, I have to say, until the through ball for Stansfield's overhit. And Byrne intercepts and plays it back to Pope. Here's Byrne again. Square to Target. He's getting a bit of pressure from right. Target cuts back inside. And with his left foot goes back to Nick Pope. Jeffrey Byrne with the £5 super chat. Send a point to Paul Billy Lad. Thanks, Jeffrey. Much appreciated. Good play from Newcastle. Here's Longstaff. Longstaff advancing the ball, being chased. Plays it wide for Sula. Sula up against Cochrane. Tries to cross it first time. It's deflected off Cochrane. And it will be a throw to Newcastle level with the Birmingham City penalty area. 43 on the clock. I mean, as a neutral stato, it's a good game of football, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you've got a Premier League side who've made a lot of changes. You've got the best side in League One, exciting to watch, press high. And you got 4 goals inside the first half. So it's a neutral's dream, really.
Yeah. Wilson is waiting for the ball to come in. It's deflected. It's going to be a corner, I think, to Newcastle United. Good physical work from Callum Wilson. Moraes says Pope has been shocking. Well, I don't think he could get to any of the goals, to be fair to him. His distribution ain't been great. But there you go.
Yeah, he wasn't going to be able to stop that. But the general build-up and kicking and yeah, it's not great. It's visibly worse than what we get from Dubravka. It's definitely different.
Well, Cochrane has decided to mark Dan Burn in this corner, and I can see why he's got a shot. It's a light little worky ticket it is. And Dan Burn making a point. Why would I have to foul him to beat? He's about a foot and a half. Dan was actually laughing at him. At this Cochrane. Can Newcastle get anything from this corner? In it comes, an out swinger looking for the head of, well, it's all over Clara. And Livramento kind of stopped there and could loft it forward. Wilson tried to get in, didn't work. And Birmingham can clear it. Nice bit of play there from Stansfield, good pace past Longstaff. Gone past Livramento also. Great run from Stansfield. In the end, Longstaff got back and took it off him. Oof. Well played, Longstaff. Now Bruno. Wide to Livramento. Down the line, looking for the run of Asula. And Asula's not going to keep that in. We have 3 minutes of added time, folks. Good run out from Jay Stansfield. Past Longstaff, past Livramento, but Longstaff got back and put a good tackle in. And managed to clear the danger for us. Thrown to Birmingham City, level with their penalty area. It will be Cochrane that will take it. Taking his time. Down the line he'll go. As far as he can get it. Header from Livramento. Another header back. Miley wins the next header. And Longstaff loses out. And Birmingham City have it on the halfway line. Down the line, but cut out there by Kraft. Lasula loses out this time. And it's a bit melee-ish. The free kick to Newcastle wide on that right-hand side. Asula and Stansfield have, well, there's a bit of fisticuffs going on here. Asula and Stansfield. Interesting what will come of this. I mean, Led's ran across the pitch to get involved. Nick Boat's now involved. Something's happened to Asula there. I don't know what it was. And the referee's going to take action here against, well, yellow cards coming out.
Yeah, people complaining about the commentary. You've got to remember, guys, that these are neutral commentary, so they probably do want the underdog to win. The differences with other teams is, like, when it was Liverpool, Accrington, Stanley, they were all Scousers doing the commentary. So they were all like, oh, in it sweet, bless. And they wanted Liverpool to win, really.
Well, Asula and Anderson, I think, are getting booked here. I'm not sure what happened. It just ended up as a scuffle between Asula and Stansfield. But both are getting booked. And Anderson, I didn't see anything wrong with that. Stansfield and Asula. Asula won the ball. Then kicked Asula. Anderson was only trying to split it up. And then, well, Cochrane's in there. Of course he is. Anyway, on the attack. Oh, come on. You should have swung a boot at that. Got a crossing. And didn't. Kessie Anderson yellow carded. I think he was trying to stop the fight happening. And Asula, of course, he was fouled. Also yellow carded. 3 minutes up anyway on the clock for injury time. Plate cup foul. I think that's half time. I think that's half time. It's led with obviously they're showing him now with the first goal. 2-2 Stato. Thoughts?
We need some big hitters on, really. We've not got enough control over the game. We've got enough, I guess, quality to score some goals. We've scored a couple. We look fairly threatening on the attack, but it's in spurts. But we need some more control because Birmingham City look like they could potentially score more than the two they've already got. We don't have enough control of this game. But it's been entertaining. 4 goals in one half. I think for us to improve in the second half, we're definitely going to need maybe a Tonali, somebody like a Trippier. A little bit of a difference. Definitely.
Well, I've done all super chats, so we shall go into the comments and see what people are saying. Ray said it's a decent enough game. Lee Milliken says, how is Cochrane not in the book? Yeah, I agree with that. He's been right shithouse.
Well, I saw that later on from you there, Billy. So Asula got fouled, then pushed.
Yeah.
And has somehow ended up getting booked for it. It's ridiculous. What do you want him to do? Just wander off?
Yeah, fair comment. I thought it was a bit harsh. Jack Bland says, we are only as good as our weakest player and Longstaff isn't good enough to get into this Birmingham squad, never mind our team. The 18-year-old Molly looks 10 times a player at so-called prime Longstaff. And fair, Stato?
I think it's an oversimplification of the concept of you're only as good as your weakest player. It's not that specifically that's the issue. It's that we've just not able to assert any kind of dominance or control of the ball. And that's down to Birmingham City being very aggressive, pressing quite aggressively as well. And Tonali is just better at this kind of game. He's more physical. He's better under pressure. He can give us more offensively as well. The problem being, I think we would have liked to have maybe divvied up Bruno and Tonali's minutes, but we might have to have both of them on the pitch to try and make this midfield work.
We do have a week for them to rest, I guess. So, yes, let's do the subscription thing again. We are close to 30. Well, we've just gone 36, so we're heading for 37k subscribers. So if you are new to us, if you're on X and you're watching us, pop over to YouTube, give us a subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, just to push us up the rankings of channels. Hit the like button also. That really helps. Also makes us available to follow fellow football supporters who may want to see what our channel can bring to them. Super Chat's also available as our memberships, and Mamaroo Records, our channel sponsor, who are over in Whitley Bay there. Fantastic old record shop. People can go in and get all the vinyls and music and memorabilia from Steve in Whitley Bay. Also, they're online. The link is in the description below. So have a look at them. Yeah, so that's that. Let's have a look at some comments. Ben says, what did Asuda do? He didn't deserve booking. I tend to agree with that. Yeah, so defensively, Stato, do we look weak? Is it just a case of players not really playing together and not really knowing?
Defensive set pieces were terrible. I don't even know what we were supposed to be doing, because if we were zonal marking, nobody was on that far side of the 6-yard box for us. If we were man marking, then Sean wasn't on anyone. If we were doing a combination of the two, then that was also not. Whichever way you spin it, somebody was doing the wrong thing in that set for that defensive set piece for that first goal that Birmingham City scored. So really, really poor goal to concede early doors. It was even poor of them getting to that corner, because it was Dan Burn losing out on an aerial duel, which is not something we really want to see too often. The goal, the second goal for Birmingham City, just an absolute thunderbolt. Could we have had somebody in the way of that? Yeah, potentially, but we don't have the fastest midfielders on the pitch. Bruno, Miley, and Sean. None of the three are very sort of rapid. Bruno was the closest player to try and get in front of that. It's one of those. And I think we were good for the goals to a point. The first one was a bit lucky, but we've definitely got to get a bit more control of this game and try and not play into the hands of Birmingham City. We need to stop getting involved in little scraps, and we need to understand the pressure. I think Eddie Howe will be quite disappointed in this first half, because we definitely would have done preparation for how they were going to play this game. He said as much in the press conference. He knew they were aggressive. He knew they were good pressers of the ball, and they were very confident, and they've been planning it for as such. But it doesn't look like it today.
Tom has a good. This is how I saw that last incident with Asuda and Anderson getting booked. So Asuda and Stansfield was 6 and 2-3s. Anderson was trying to break up. The only one he should have got yellow was Cochrane. I agree with that 100%. That's exactly what I saw of it. Yeah, Asuda though, first half, Sato, very, very promising, isn't he?
Yeah, 2 assists in the book. Very, very lively on the right wing. They couldn't contain him. They were having to foul him. They've definitely resorted to trying to wind him up now and just hurt him, because they just can't. They can't control him. For a right wing, considering we've only got Jacob Murphy at the club as a recognised winger on that side, he's maybe putting himself in for a shout of being a rotation option for Eddie Howe, especially now Callum Wilson's back fit. We've got 2 strikers, so Will Osula could be used out there. He's still very raw. You can see there's a lot that needs to be improved, but he's good enough with the ingredients he's got in his game so far to be very impactful. So we could see a lot more of him maybe towards the second half of the season.
A lot of people in the chat are kind of criticising Tino's first half performance. What do you think about that, Stato?
I mean, he did contribute to getting us that first goal. I don't think he's been fantastic. There's been a lot of times where they've had some joy on the left. It was both him and Longstaff that maybe didn't do as good as they should have done. Stansfield as well. There was a good cross that came in that just went over Kraft's head, that Dan Burn didn't get to. That was as a result of Tino maybe not being able to block the cross. Yeah, I think Tino could be doing better. That's a fair comment.
Yeah. Paul Beckett says, I feel like Tino either has a great game or a terrible game. Really disappointing today. Interesting. Paul says that Toon is jointed. I guess you're going to get that when you have as much rotation as what we've had today. Second half, I think, will be better with the familiarity from the first half. Saturday, do you agree with that?
I was watching the replay. Say again.
Did the fact we've rotated so much makes us look a bit alien to each other? Do you think after our first half we'll be better second half? We must be missing
100%. There's been a few silly sausages in the chat, sort of massively criticizing the rotated squad. It needs to be rotated with the type of football that we play, the way we play, and how big that Arsenal game was. We absolutely have to rotate, and you can't have players on the books that you're just not using, because we can't just have Willock, Sean, and Miley just not play. And then eventually when we need them, they're not match sharp. That's a terrible way to run your team. So regardless of whether you think it's silly to make this many changes, we have to give these players minutes. And this is a competition where we can do some rotation. And you need to play them. You absolutely need to play them. Brian, mate, I won't stop waffling. You can pack your waffling in. Sean needs minutes in case we need to use him. That's how football works. You need to keep your squad players match sharp. It's literally football. There's only players on the fringes of the back end of the squad that we don't need to use, like your Ruddies and your Vlachodimos. And then the ones that weren't going to get a look in have gone out on loan. People need to play football. They absolutely do. Whether you think that's wrong or right is absolutely not relevant to how football works. They will get rotated. That's the whole point in the cup competitions. The bigger teams will rotate their squads.
I'm going to do some super chats. Keith Truscott with a £5 one. Tonali on long stuff off. They would control the midfield. Sula having a great game. Keep it up. And then another £5 from Keith saying, looking at replays of the equalizer, I think Pope could have done more, but a great hit. Mark Mullins, £5 super chat. As much as their second goal was a great strike, Pope dives like a limp Dizzle, if you like. Dubravka for me all day long, and get back ASEP, Paul. Much love to us and Susan. Thank you very much, Mark. And Gary Clark, $5 super chat. Their equaliser, Clark Kent wasn't getting away with that. Yeah, I think it's harsh to blame Pope for that second goal. Absolutely no chance of getting
very
that.
harsh.
Even if
you get fingertips to it, it's still probably going to go in, really, isn't it?
I'm just going to pay visits to Lou, mate.
Yeah, no worries. I'll have to be nice and calm. Yeah, guys, I mean, both can be true. Both things can be true. You can have fringe players that maybe aren't good enough and aren't taking their chances, but at the same time, they need to be used so that they are ready for those moments in case they are necessary. It is part and parcel of the game. And if you don't use those players, they're just not going to be ready. You know, if you leave Sean and Emil Kraft and players like that on the bench for 6 months, 12 months, and they don't play, they're just not going to be usable. So you have to involve them. That is the whole point. And they need to be trained in the systems. They're part of training. So whether you think Sean is good enough long term or not, you absolutely fine. If you don't think he is, then fair enough. But while he's part of the team, he needs to be integrated and used. So if we need to call on him, he's ready to go. Anyway, second half, I think the most obvious changes that I think it's going to be Sandro, isn't it? I think that's everybody's probably the most likely one in terms of what else we could do. Let's get our bench up. Let me just have a look at what our options are again. Although I think we've got a banner for it, so that's probably the best thing to look at. Where is it? There it is. So we've got the bench. Excluding the goalkeepers, we could use Trippier, Fabian Schär, Sandro Tonali, Alexander Isak. We've got Lewis Hall, Jacob Murphy, and Sean Neve, the youngster. I think Sean Neve might have gotten a shout if it was the game wasn't quite as finely poised as a 2-2. But Jacob Murphy, does he need a full rest? Possibly. Of course, no Anthony Gordon on the bench. So I would prefer if we didn't have to risk Alexander Isak. It'd be nice to give him a proper rest because we really do need him. Maybe Tonali and Jacob Murphy as some more obvious choices for the second half. Depends what Eddie Howe wants to do. He might give everybody 10 or 15 minutes to try and implement this half-time plan. My personal opinion is, as much as I've just defended Sean having some minutes, I wouldn't mind him being subbed off. So a little bit hypocritical, but he's at a half. And I think we do need a bit more control, and the best way to get that is to get Sandro on. That being said, it would have been nice to maybe give Bruno a rest and not have to play the entire match. But the fact it is 2-2, I know there's a few people in the chat that have said they're not absolutely fussed whether we win today because they'd rather put all the minutes into the Premier League and the Carabao Cup. Well, only one game left. I would prefer we stayed in the FA Cup because we have got, as you can see, we've got players that can play in it. It'd be nice to stay in for another round. We don't have to play our A team. We need to respect a very historical competition, and it would potentially give us another route to a cup final, a cup, European place. So I don't know why we wouldn't try and treat it like a proper competition. So, but if a few people wouldn't mind going out, that's your opinion. Everybody's entitled to that. It's very subjective in that regard. So we'll go through a few comments, but they are whizzing past. Tino defensively is poor, needs a rocket up his backside. I agree with rotation, but when it's done, it clearly shows that our depth is nowhere near strong enough. Well, I mean, Tino technically isn't rotation. Tino was our first choice right back, or has been for most of this season. So, yeah, I agree. He's been a bit on and off so far this season, but again, he's 21, 22? He is still learning, and it's a good thing we've still got Kieran Trippier. Ray Fagan would like to see Alexander Isak come on in the last 20. Well, I guess it depends what the score is at that point. Billy, second half subs, we've got Murphy, Isak, potentially Sandro. Are you thinking we're just going to start unchanged second half and maybe see how it goes?
I think Isak's going to come on at some point anyway.
Yeah.
Wilson isn't going to last the night easily, so I think we're going to see Isak.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we can't change him for Osula because Osula is already on.
Yeah, unless Osula moves.
Unless he moves Will Osula over and brings Murphy on.
Yeah. Which, again, it doesn't really sell anything. I'm not sure. I think we're going to see Isak at some point. Stats I've gone to the iPlayer as well, so maybe we're level. What you got on your screen at the minute?
Blackburn Rovers versus Wolverhampton Wanderers banner on BBC Sport.
And tell me when it goes. Now is it gone?
Not yet. It's still on.
Oh, it's slightly behind.
I'll tell you when it disappears. Although, no, I am paused. Completely ignore me. Let me switch to live. I've currently got a few people talking to each other. I don't know who this bloke is. Someone.
Curtis Davis.
Is that the one? Is it? Shearer's talking at the moment.
Yeah, we're leveling.
Cool. Fantastic.
We're level.
I don't know if I'm behind on Super Chats. Did we do that one?
No.
There we go. Ian Hogg, quite difficult to get up for this game after Arsenal Wednesday. I completely agree. I think Eddie Howe said as much with mental fatigue, but still trying to maintain standards. It was such a big game. But again, there's a lot of players on this pitch that weren't playing the other day. So I think we're now up to date. Yeah, there we go. We're up to date.
We have indeed. They're showing the highlights of the first half now, which has finally been capped off with that amazing shot from Tomoki. Unbelievable strike. I don't think any goalkeeper in the world gets near that. So for people to be blaming Nick Pope for that, it's a bit harsh. I think there's got to be a blame culture in the world at this precise moment in time where someone's got to be at fault for everything.
This is the kind of comment that I mean, I respect the comment. I don't personally understand it. So Jamie's saying, I understand we have to rest players, but I personally think we underestimate the teams in the lower leagues. I'm not sure it's a case of that we're underestimating them. I think it's a case of we're just using our squad because we have to, because it's a really long season. Eddie Howe was very complimentary of Birmingham City and the danger they pose. And that was, I think we went into this knowing they were dangerous. Eddie said as much. And it's just that we're using players that are not our first choice. I'm not sure it's that we underestimated them. I don't know. What do you think, Billy?
Well, I think it doesn't really matter whether we underestimate them or not. We have to make the changes. I don't think we have underestimated them personally. They are out for second half players. Looks like Tonali's on for Bruno. And there's an old tramp following the Birmingham manager, it looks like.
I mean, we said this, didn't we? It'd be nice to see Sandro on with Bruno, but probably going to get rested. And yeah, Sandra already looks like he's been on for half an hour. He's absolutely
yeah.
soaked through. Doesn't look very happy.
Probably never been to Birmingham before. Oh, he must have been there. Maybe he hasn't. Maybe he hasn't been to Birmingham before.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's enjoying it very much already. He's like, God, can we go back to the northeast?
The smell of the old canals and things. Anyway, Newcastle.
Right, get a time check.
Yeah, we're just about to start the second half. Do you want to commentate on the second half? We are level.
I can do. I mean, we've just kicked off to Sandro.
Yeah, exactly. Go for it.
So Newcastle have kicked off. A ball comes straight forward to Callum Wilson. Flicked on. Is that Willock up front? It is Willock. Osul on the right hand side. He does get tackled and Tino can't get it, and it does go out for a throw in on the right wing. So Tino's going to take the attacking throw in, if we can call it that. You've got Sean calling for it. And it is to Sean, who's going to send it back to Emil Kraft, and we're going to try and recycle this. Back to Sean, right side to Tino on the right wing, and we're just trying to work the opportunity here, but Birmingham very, very set. Sean's going to try and switch it up. We're going to go down Birmingham. We're going to try the left. Out to Matt Target. To Willock on the left, back to Matt Target, and we're just trying to play keep ball at the moment and work the space. Emil Kraft with a beautiful chip ball over the top, and that is fantastic from Matt Target into Willock. Cheeky little first-time ball. But Willock, not quite confident enough to take his man on, has taken it all the way backwards, and it's undone the really good work from Kraft and Target. That was a little bit of a shame there. And we've reset. Emil Kraft is going to go for another little 40-yard chip, finds Matt Target again. God, Emil Kraft has definitely improved his passing range, Billy. That was really nice.
It was, yeah.
Willock on the left wing. Can't squeeze it past. Miley's got it. He's trying to help. Back to Willock. Sean tries a creative little dink out back out to the left. Miley on the left wing to Sean central. Poor first touch, and he loses the ball. And Birmingham City are going to try and break away here.
Christ almighty, that's terrible from a Premier League footballer, Stato.
It was awful from Sean. We've managed to get it back, though. Wilson's got it on the left wing. Out to Willock as Wilson goes back into the box. And we're going to recycle and be careful. Yeah, really poor from Sean there. We did a lot of hard work to try and work that opportunity. And I actually saw him then just throw his head up in the air. He's clearly annoyed with himself, as we all are as well. Still back with the centre halves. Trying to be careful. Birmingham City less wanting to press.
We're 2.5 minutes into the second half. I don't think Birmingham have touched the ball yet.
No, apart from one tiny attempt at a breakaway. They don't seem as willing to jump on the press now. They've just gone into a settled shape. Big switch over to Wilson on the right wing, who's going to try and get it in the box. And it's cut across. It's to the back post. It was blocked, and it's going to roll all the way out for a throw. I think Willock's going to, he's going to let it roll out for a throw, and he's going to quick take it to Matt Target. And he doesn't look. He passes it backwards, and we nearly lost it. But Lewis Miley was very switched onto it. Lewis Miley just sent somebody for a bike ride there with a little fake. Ball comes in. Callum Wilson. Oh, I think who's got this? Is it Matt Target in the box?
No, I think it was Sean, wasn't it?
It was Sean in the box.
And
I think it might have been an offside or a handball there, something.
Perhaps both.
Bit of both from Sean. Yeah, I think he was offside and touched it with his hand. He definitely did something. Yeah, Lewis Miley there, Billy. Just cheeky little cutback. I don't know who it was. Was it Dowles? He just completely sent him and he just slid into nobody.
What have you got on your screen at the minute, Stowe?
Eddie Howe waving left.
Oh, I've got nothing. It's gone blank.
So Dan Burns just had to clear. Bit of head tennis at the moment, but Birmingham City have got the ball on the right. Ball into the box. Tino's going to try and cover. He is getting tracked. Nice and calm from Tino there. Or Willisulla, it's a heavy touch. And he is going to blow for a foul there. That's a bit unfortunate. He's gone for the ball. He's absolutely clattered the Birmingham City wing-back there.
Well, he got a card as well, remember?
They're both on yellows, yeah. No, I think they've just both run into each other, and Osula's just not weak. I think that's a bit harsh. So Birmingham City are going to have a free kick from the left-hand side. I'm 49.30, guys, for people who want a time check. We're just waiting for Birmingham City to take this free kick. So number 30 over it. It's a very deep free kick here. And we've got a reasonably high line outside the box. Will Osula with the one-man wall. Ball comes in. It is short. It's just rolled past everybody and is gonna go out for a goal kick. That was awful. Nobody attacked that at all.
It was a great free kick, though, wasn't it? Just
It was dangerous. It was floated, and none of our lads could touch it, and nobody really got on the end of it.
It's in the
should have
corridor.
done more with it, really.
Yeah, right in the corridor, wasn't it? Good player, Kieran. Now, good player.
He is. He's been very good. He was good in the last game against Stevenage as well. Nick Pope to take the goal kick. And we've gone left wing. Willock fights for it. We do get a throw in. Wow. Willock has done something from a high ball. Don't see that very often. We do throw it backwards. It is Dan Burn to Kraft. Another long ball again. Another 40, 50 yard ball to the left wing. And it does find Willock. He's got options. He's got Miley and Target with him. He can't make anything of it. It looks like he's going to go out for a throw. No, bit of a scramble. He's given it as a free kick to Birmingham City, and Joe Willock laughs at that decision.
He couldn't wait to give it, could he, either? Shocking decision from the referee.
Yeah, the Birmingham City player there going into the back of Joe Willock to get one up. And he's pulling on Joe Willock's shirt. Yeah, that's a poor call from the referee. Birmingham definitely pulling the wool over the eyes of the ref on occasion here. Fantastic passing from Emma Kraft, though, Billy.
He's been outstanding today. I've really enjoyed his performance. I've got to be honest. Oh, that's the Birmingham
never used to be able to do that.
Tom Wagner. Put a lot of money into Birmingham City. Of course he has this.
We have a throw-in from our left-back area. It's going to be Matt Target to take. But he's telling everybody to calm down first.
Calm down.
Come on, Matt. We're not winning yet. Can we get the ball in play? And he throws it long to someone. Ricocheting off about 4 players there. And it's ended up with a blue shirt. And they're going to drive centrally. And they do lose it. And a ball gets booted forward for Callum Wilson to try and chase. But he's never going to get to that. It was a bit optimistic from us. And the goalkeeper punts it long, and Dan Burn collects. Nearly loses the ball, though. It looks like the ball did go out of play, but they've waved play on for Birmingham City. Good little tackle from Sandro there on the left-hand side. He's going to try a dig little pass to release Callum Wilson.
That's a foul.
He can't win his aerial duel. It goes back to a blue shirt. Birmingham City have the ball. They're going to boot it long again. Oh, and he's won it. He's beat Matt Target in the air, and it's passed across the box. There's no one there. Nick Pope was completely out of position as well. Livramento makes a hash of the clearance.
What's he doing?
And they've got it back. Birmingham City on their left wing, our right back. Tino gets some support from Will Osula, who needs to be careful here. Still on the left wing. Tino squares up. They pass it central. They go left wing again, and Sean's completely asleep. Cross to the back post. Matt Target wins, goes out for a corner. No, goes out for a goal kick. We will take that.
Oh, dear me, so terrible. Defending from Livramento. He's been had a shocker today defensively. Yeah, it was both. Livramento followed his man, and then Sean just didn't try and stop this cross from the 12 from Birmingham City. Just poor from both of them. They were poor together in the first half as well defensively. Dan Burn taking off his captain's armband. Who is this going to be? Is this going to be Cher?
Cher? Fabian Cher? We are 54 minutes and about 10 seconds in, guys, roughly. The camera's not showing us yet. We've just got a really long video shot of Dan Burn walking up in the rain. It is Fabian Cher and Jacob Murphy, double substitution.
This may be for Will Osula, although it may be for Wilson as well. So we'll see.
9 for 23. It is
Yes,
Callum Wilson, Jacob Murphy. And then, of course, Fabian Schär on for Dan Burn.
55 minutes for Callum Wilson. That'll be great news for him. Minutes in the legs. Our squad's almost full strength now, isn't it? It's only Lascelles, really, isn't it?
Well, we needed it after the 2 player sales. We needed people to come back from injury. Lascelles coming back would be nice as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
We'll see if this makes the difference. Who is going up top? We're guessing Willisula's just going to go through the middle now.
It's got to be Sula, yeah. It's got to be Sula, hasn't it?
Well, Birmingham City, you've got it for throw-in.
So who's the captain now?
That is a great question. Maybe Fabian Schär?
Yeah, potentially.
Or Sean, someone like that. I think it's Sean. I think I can see. Is that the armband on him? I don't know. It's either Schär or Sean, one of the two. Yeah, at the moment, it's all Birmingham City for the last couple of minutes. We have dropped off into a shape.
Sean has got the armband. What an inspiration.
God, it's poor from both teams at the moment.
It's very scrappy,
short passes, misplaced passes. It is getting a bit scrappy. Miley nearly takes the ball there, but Leonard's down for Birmingham City here. I mean, he went in against Miley. Miley went in there fairly. Miley had every right to go for that ball. Oh, he has stood on the inside of his knee, though. That's a sore one, that is. Oh, you get a stud straight in the meniscus, you're going to feel that.
Oh, dear. No VAR, though, so never mind.
No, I think it was accidental. They both went for the ball. It's just a sore one for the player, that's all. Especially if you've ever had any previous issues.
What are they moaning for? The ref didn't. It wasn't. Come on, lads. It's a game of football. Collisions happen. It's a man's game. Oh, sorry, it's a physical game. It's a
physical game for both genders, Billy.
Of course it is. I didn't want to sound like Joey Barton then, of course.
No. Wow, we're still paused, guys, as I'm sure most of you know because you're watching it. We're just faffing around at the moment. I mean, just get, if he's injured, get him off. Get him off the pitch so we can carry on playing. And a couple of Birmingham City players trying to seemingly get us in trouble for that. And Miley did nothing wrong there contesting that challenge. Jim rests his case. Mate, the transfer window's closed. So you're not going to be a very happy man for the rest of this window, I'm afraid. Well, for the rest of the season. You're just going to have to put up with it like we all are.
Well, they're bringing Stretcher on, so...
Stretcher. Ooh. I mean, I said as soon as we saw it, if you get somebody with studs stand on the inside of your knee, especially if you've had something happen before...
He's getting the splints on, so it could be a broken leg, this one. Oh, you can see his right leg's twitching. Oh, God.
Yeah. He's rocking his right leg up and down to try and distract himself. He's done, he is. He's done.
Still, he's in Birmingham, so they'll have the finest quality leeches to cure that.
And yeah, Matt Egan, I get that it's a serious injury, but you can tell within, I would say, 30 seconds that there's a stretcher needed. It's taken 3 or 4 minutes to figure out to get the stretcher on. I do think there needs to be a decision a little bit quicker than that.
People questioning the Sean Longstaff's captaincy. The last time we had the captain's armband was at Old Trafford last year in the Carabao Cup, and we all know what happened there.
Yeah, I mean, I am a little bit surprised Chair hasn't got it, but obviously, I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much. All we care about is we win this game. Personally, I wouldn't have minded Emil Kraft to have it.
No, the way he's played, he's led by example today. He's been our best player, I think.
Just Shares had a couple of attitude problems with, well, I say attitude, disciplinary problems with cards and strange performances. Whereas Emo Kraft is the model professional, isn't he?
100% he is. 100%. Never complains. Just comes in, does a good job every time he plays. Just an outstanding squad member, isn't he? Well, they're taking a stretcher away now?
There's no way he can continue. I'm sorry. He looks it's so in distress and
he was taking oxygen a minute ago. Is he back to his feet?
What is going on here? Can we get him on the stretcher, guys?
No,
this is awful from the
they've got the medical staff. They've got the splint on the leg. It's just getting that left leg lifted, Stato, isn't it? To get him on the stretcher, that's the tough bit.
But you've got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got 7 medical professionals on the pitch, and it's taken what 7 minutes.
It's a bad injury, isn't it? There's no doubt about that. Lots of smoke in the crowd. I mean,
yeah, lots of smokers and vapes in the Birmingham City crowd there.
They have the brace on Rinchin, yes, they do. He's on the stretcher now anyway. So, off to the Heartlands he'll be going.
People having a go at us for, Ambo, sorry, mate, but we've got not a chance. We've got a lasses show and we support the women's team as well as the men's team. So we'll be respectful of both. Doesn't mean we've gone woke. There can be a healthy balance in life, and we'll try and be honest people. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, we have 61 and a half minutes on the clock, but we haven't played for the last 5 minutes.
No, it's more than that. It's getting up 7 or 8 minutes now.
Long delay for this terrible injury to Leonard. I think that all sections of the crowd are applauding him off.
We're getting attacked here by Mr. Samsonite. Yeah, we haven't got the software that Paul's got to put the overlays on. It's not that we can't do it. Well, it is exactly that we can't do it. We don't have the software that is at Paul's. That is literally it. So there is no clock. We'll have to just update you.
I tried to have the other software and the camera didn't work, so I didn't.
We'll have to try and sort something out. We've got a week before the next game, so we'll sort something out, guys. That all depends on how Paul is as well. So 62:35 on the clock. Referee with ball in hand, just waiting to get the game restarted. Paul World blames me for not having software. I know, I'm terrible. We are back underway. 62:50 on the clock. Long ball forwards.
Oof.
Matt Target contests, wins the ball, and apparently has fouled. This ref loves this whistle, doesn't he? Christ.
I don't think that's a foul.
Matt Target's incensed with him there. He's very confused. I'm sorry. If you think you've got a head injury in your days, don't get up in 3 seconds.
That's not a foul. That's the way it's foul. Absolute nonsense from the referee.
They're trying to drag this out, see if they can score a late winner or just get through somehow. Set piece, left-footed in from Birmingham City. Pope comes to claim, does a good job. Can he get us to go out quick on the counter?
We're back in the traffic, Nick. We're back in the traffic, why don't you? Walking now. And then
I've not been happy with Pope's performance so far, have you?
No. I mean, I like the catch, but then to run back in the traffic and delay with him. And now they're under press now because of that.
Really good pressure from Birmingham City, but we managed to play out. Long ball goes forward, and we do manage to keep it from the afters. We have sent it all the way back to our centre halves, though, so there wasn't a lot of point in that. Long ball in from Fabian Schär. I think that was fantastic to Jacob Murphy on the right. Tries to play through Sean. Can't find it. Pass blocked. Still Jacob Murphy on the right to Tino. Back to Murphy. Tried a cheeky little 1-2 with Sandro, but he can't get the follow on. And it's going to get shepherded out for a goal kick. Good try from Sandro and Murphy there with a little 1-2.
Yeah, it's going to take something like that, isn't it? Because they are very regimented in defence, aren't they, Birmingham? It's going to have to take some kind of quality bits of skill to get through these.
It does show the gap is narrowed in tactics, in quality, in stamina.
Yeah.
Across the divisions. You've got a team that's currently in League One, but they look disciplined, sharp. They look very fit. Their press is well structured. You can see, we've got Fabian Schär's just been absolutely walloped into the advertising boards there. Nothing at all for Stansfield. Referee, you're not going to show some cards for some of this nonsense. Fabian Schär's still down, holding his back. Referee's going to invite people over for a tea party in a blue shirt. Nah, come on. You've got to get control of this now. People are going to get hurt. He's gobbing you off. Just wait, he says to Stansfield as he's going to go and check if Fabian Schär's still alive. He's put his back leg out and tripped him into the advertising boards. Let's see this again, shall we? Oh, he's pulled him by his shirt into the advertising boards.
Yeah,
right in front of the linesman. Hands down, that needs to be a yellow card and a proper good talking to. He's going to get one. He's shaking his head, you little rat bag. You know what you did. You pull somebody by the shirt into an advertising board and you're giggling about it as if it's a mistake. Terrible from Jay Stansfield there. Poor professionalism.
Absolutely.
Hopefully Fabian Schär's okay.
He's been around the world and he can't foul nobody.
Well, Fabian Schär's giving him some afters. Yeah, he's showing him the little, you pulled my shirt, lad. If only we had J7 on the pitch to give him a bit of a seeing to. Oh, he's got a right little mouth on him, hasn't he? That Stansfield. Deary me. Right, throw-in comes back in. Play is finally resumed again. The ball, I'm pretty sure, has been out of play for longer than it's been in play so far in this second half. Terrible. Birmingham City throw. Back to their centre halves. They're going to boot a long ball forward to the right wing again. Constantly trying to test Matt Targett. Matt Targett, brilliant play through midfield there. Sean's got a bit of pressure on him. Goes back to Kraft. He's going to have to get rid. Long ball forwards. We can't retain it with the afters. And a foul is given on Joe Willock there. He's going to book him for that. This referee.
Get out of it.
A little bit of Mike Dean in him. This is a really poor refereeing performance.
What an absolute stroker.
Right, we've got a replay here. So Joe Willock. Is that a yellow?
Of course it's
They've
not.
Just jumped up for the ball.
Oh, fucking ref.
Yeah, this not very good from the referee. He's making a lot of consecutive calls that are really questionable.
Here's the fucking ref, Jasper Carrot.
Well, I think we criticise the Premier League standard referees, but
Charlie Nicholas.
I don't know. It looks like a blurry Roy Hodgson from what I can see.
It's
Definitely not
on the left,
Roy
isn't it?
Hodgson.
It's Charlie Nicholas on the left, isn't it? Surely.
Free kick for Birmingham City about 15 yards further forward from where it actually happened. They're going to try and go long, and it goes up for throw-in again. Okay, Birmingham City have completely decided just to not play football in the second half. They're going to run this down and see if they can do a complete snatch and grab. We're going to have to dig in. Throw in forwards. Birmingham City have retained it. 30-yard shot. That was almost like Peter Crouch territory for Stoke. And it was well over the bar. Goal kick. Nick Pope with the goal kick. We'll see if we can make something happen and actually retain the ball for a bit.
I think he's kicking it long.
Yeah, long ball. Looks like it's going to go for Will Osula. It is. We lose the header. We can't win the second ball either. Birmingham are breaking here. Cleared by Fabian Schär out to the left wing. Joe Willock. Sandro plays a through ball forwards, but Willock can't get there. It's over hit. And it does get booted back to our centre halves. Fabian Scher's getting pulled here, and the referee with no protection on the shirt pull. We managed to clear it. Matt Targett, good job. Sean's brought down in the box. It's going to be a foul. Birmingham City, all of their hands in the air. Absolute rat bags, this lot, aren't they?
Well, they've changed in the first half. Complete different side to what they were doing first half. As if the manager said to them at half-time, get amongst them second half and kick them a bit.
Well, I mean, they were playing well in the first half.
Yeah.
And deserved their 2 goals. So I don't quite know why they've descended into playing like absolute scum. It's really strange.
I mean, Longstaff dithering in the area there.
The 14 has fouled Sean and asked for a penalty. Oh, dear Lord. He needs a booking for simulation there. He's asking for a pen. And he's fouled Sean. This is awful refereeing. Awful refereeing. Well, Newcastle have got it. Matt Targett, high pressure, manages to get it up to Joe Willock, who gets pushed into the advertising boards again.
Oh, let's give this one. Oh, amazing.
Birmingham City are surprised that it's a free kick. He does get a yellow card. I don't know who this is. I think the referee needs to get a bit of control of this game because he's completely lost it. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, so the number 4 for Birmingham City
Clever.
Only has eyes for Joe Willock, not even looking at the ball, slams into him, pushes him into the advertising boards. That is awful.
You have a new member. Nico, thank you for your support, mate.
I think I can see why everybody in League One hates this club, Billy.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I didn't get it. Now I get it. Right, free kick comes in. Didn't beat the first man. Long shot from Miley into the wall. Murphy, too easy. Saved by the goalkeeper. Long ball from Birmingham City, but Sandro picks it up straight away. To Murphy on the right wing. Sandro's continued his run. Murphy with the chop. Tries to sneak it through to Osula, but can't get it. Sean wins the ball back. Good job. Sandro right wing. To Will Osula in the box. To Tino, right wing. He's on his own, though. He's got to do something. Don't go backwards, Tino. He's gone backwards, Tino. Back to Scher and Kraft. Kraft is going to make a run forwards. Oh, terrible there. Slight slid into the back.
Referee.
Sandro's got it. To Murphy in the box. Back heel to Sandro. Not quite good enough. And it's fallen to Tino, right wing. I hope he's going to bring this back for a yellow card. Murphy cross. Headed away. Birmingham City players managed to spin on that rebound and he's going to run down the left wing. And we've managed to retain it. Good track in there. Although he's managed to win it back with a funny little rebound. And it's Kraft who's been done here. Left wing cross comes in. They're free on the edge of the box. Left-footed shot is blocked. Well done, Lewis Miley. Sandro with a scissor kick to clear.
A bit panicky, wasn't it, that?
Yeah. Birmingham City have got it on the right wing here. Miley and Targett to try and stop this. And Willock's managed to get a boot in. Good lad. And he's won the ball. He's going to go on his bike, left wing. He's been fouled. He's injured. He can't go. He's been injured. Absolute rat bags again. There's got to be a yellow card for the previous play. Ref, you need to remember that. You played advantage. You've got to bring that back for a yellow. That was through the back of the legs on Will Sulla. Somebody's going to be walking soon. We're only 73 and a half minutes on the clock. Joe Willock was completely hacked down in that breakaway, and he's down holding his ankle. I think this could be it for Joe Willock. Yeah, terrible, terrible tackle. That is a yellow card all day long. Got none of the ball, slid in and got all of the player. It looks like he's really hurt Joe Willock. There's the tackle. Backwards slide tackle in on Will Sulla, getting none of the ball. That's a red card to some people, but at least a booking. The yellow card's coming out for somebody. I think there were 2 yellow cards in that passage of play, Billy, not just one.
I agree, but he's forgotten the first one, hasn't he, clearly? I mean, people having a go at Joe Willock for being injured. He's just been kicked on the ankle. It's fair enough.
Yeah, you can't have a go at Joe Willock for that. It's completely not fair.
Williamson.
Yeah, no, that's two. That should be 2 yellow cards in that passage of play. Somebody's just gone completely through the back of Willisulla, slide tackle through the back of the legs with none of the ball. Nothing at all. Disgraceful from the referee. He's having a little giggle with the blue shirts.
Right, we've got some super chats while this stoppage is. Hans Mag's been a member for 11 months. Nicely Wilson back to Sula looking great. Ian Hogg, £5 super chat. Quite difficult to get off this game after Arsenal Wednesday. I think we've done that already. Nico, new member, we've done that one. Darren Cox, £2 super chat. Dirty cheating coots, they are shameful. Thank you very much for those kind donations. Generous donations even.
Looks like it's a triple sub for Birmingham City. It's going to be Christian Bielik, Dykes, and Alfie May. They're bringing on the big guns. 2 strikers and a DM or right back, wherever they're going to play him. Seems to vary nowadays. They want to go for the armband
anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the game plan, Billy, from Birmingham City was just stall the game as long as possible and then bring on strikers and see if they can win it at the death.
Yeah. Be interesting if Stansfield comes off, or will they go with the front 3? Maybe have May and Stansfield feeding off Dykes.
And this is one of the disadvantages of moving to a 5 substitution rule, is that people can be more aggressive. You can get additional bookings and it not matter because you can just take people off.
Stansfield's coming off anyway, so
taking off all their yellow cards.
Basically.
Ridiculous.
I mean, Lyndon Dykes looks like a nice, gentle fellow, doesn't he? Scottish international, of course.
Well, I mean, it's what they did, isn't it? That's why they bought Alfie May. They just bought the players to get the promotion. That's why everybody was quite incensed. Quite strict financial rules in League One as well. They've got caps in place, and it's not an easy league to get out of. Right, finally, we're going to restart play. 77 minutes on the clock. Free kick comes in. Fabian Scher manages to keep the ball. Kraft out to the right wing. Murphy keeps it. He's got nobody to overlap, though. Still Murphy. He's gone central. Back to Sandro. To Kraft. To Tino. Into the box. And it's cleared away. It's stayed in play, though. Tino's managed to keep it in. Tino right wing to Murphy. He's going to try and sneak it through left-footed. He can't. We've still got the ball, though. Willock cut back for Matt Target. Dinked to the back post. Tino's got it. Oh, shot came in from Sean Longstaff, and he completely made a hash of it. But it's gone all the way back to our centre-halves. Fabian Scher sprays one out 60 yards. Tino's kept it in. Right wing. Fantastic. Jacob Murphy. Sean doesn't understand how to do a 1-2, loses the ball. Dear Lord, Sean. Oh, no.
That's twice it's fell to his wrong hoof.
Sean's not doing himself any favours here. He really isn't. It's awful from Sean today.
Captain Longstaff.
Good long ball forward, though. Murphy finds it. Miley's got it in midfield. Murphy's been really good since he's come on. Looks like he's a first-team player.
Very mature.
Sandro's got it, left mid. Back to Fabian Scher. Sprays it out to the right to Murphy. Tino's gone, but he's not chose the run. Murphy's gone on his own. Reverse pass to Tino in the box. Cleared away. Back to Tino. Sean's got it inside the box. Oh, God. Back to Emil Kraft. Go on, Sean. Do something. Go on, Sean.
Look at him, dithering.
Murphy's got it. Cross comes in. Back post. It's over hit. It's out for a goal kick.
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me. What are we? 79 minutes on the clock now. I don't know if we're going to roll the dice with any more subs, Billy. What do you think?
Well, we've got extra time, maybe, so possibly.
Oh, there's a massive shove on Emil Kraft off the ball as well that's completely gone unnoticed. They're showing the replay of it here. Yeah, that's a yellow card all day long. Referees just so poor. Shocking officiating today. Well, I had no problems with the first half. I think we were even lucky to get that first goal. But the fouls that have gone unnoticed in the second half have been so poor. Right, well, Birmingham City, you've got it. Long ball from left midfield, just booting it forwards. And we do get it. Alfie May claiming there's a handball in there, despite the fact he couldn't see it.
Oh.
Sandro absolutely clattered. He's pulling his shirt there. Ref's not giving it. Birmingham City have got... Oh, he's given it. He just remembered he's got eyes. What is going on with this referee? Dear Lord. Yeah, okay. It's hard to commentate on when the referee doesn't know what's going on. Basically, Sandro got pressed very aggressively. They pulled his shirt back, and then the referee looked like he was going to continue play, and then eventually just pulled it back. Very delayed. So we've got the ball. Sandro in midfield. Sprays it out to Tino Livramento, right wing. He goes for Murphy, but he delayed that a bit too far. Murphy wasn't ready at that point. Oh, Sean wins the ball back in midfield. Miley, still Miley. In the box. Dink to the back post. He can't get it over the goalkeeper. It was too short.
Lucky.
Fantastic from Lewis Miley there to retain the ball against, 4 players there, Billy?
Just couldn't get his shot off, could he? Yeah, outstanding from Miley.
Yeah, every time it looked like he'd made enough space for himself, there was another blue shirt in the way.
And then at the very end, fucking Asula got in his way.
They've gone long with this ball. Sandro's got it, though, although he's being absolutely... That shirt's going to have a lot of rips and holes in it.
You've got in the chat that are spoiling. Please don't.
Ball out to Jacob Murphy. Jacob Murphy driving centrally to Miley left wing. He's got Willock on the left in the box. He's going to go all the way right to Tino Livramento, who's got Sean inside. Sean's passed it centrally, and it's in. It is. Who is it? It's
Willock.
Joe Willock, who's come right-hand side. It is a goal, guys. 3-2 Newcastle. 81:45 on the clock. Finally, back in front. Billy, play Granny.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Let's do Granny 4, do the bloody banner.
Sean, finally, Billy. It worked. We've seen that run from Sean Longstaff 682 times, where he goes in that little right-sided half space into the box, and it manages to find its way to a black and white shirt. Joe Willock into the back of the net to put us 3-2 up.
Yeah, Willock was key in the build-up as well, wasn't he? He started it all off, really. He's had a good performance today, Willock. I've been really pleased with the way he's played today on that wide left side. And he's got 2 goals. So, yeah, fantastic goal. Well played, Sean. Although pretty lucky, but terrible goalkeeping from Peacock Farrell. Shouldn't get beat near post.
Yeah, poor there. Good from Sean. Sean's had an absolute honker of a game today. Absolutely stinking poor performance. But he did really, really well finding the space there, trying to direct that goalwards in the 6-yard box. Great from Joe Willock. I think the goalkeeper should be doing better, but we'll take it. Absolutely. Good from Tino in the last 10 or 15 minutes as well, contributing to the attack. But Joe Willock, he said, he does the shush. And we're 3-2 up, guys. So we are 83-25 on the clock. We just need to see this game out, and we'll be through to the next round. But it's not over yet.
And I've got to impress once again, people in the chat. If you see it before us, don't comment until Stato or I have commented on it. It's not fair on the people watching who have synced up. It's very selfish. And if you keep doing it, you'll be out of the chat.
Yeah, no spoilers. If there is a spoiler, you'll just get timed out. It's very simple. Birmingham City substitution, Billy, the goal scorer is coming off.
Tomoki off, yeah, and then who's coming on?
It's Grant Hanley.
Wow. Well, is this a... Yes, it's going to be a push him up front job, I think. Yeah, it could be a push him up front job.
Got a corner here. It is going to get played in. Oh, God. Oh, Nick Pope's cleared it. It's gone away for another corner. Oh, dear Lord. Zonal marking. I don't like this set piece defensively. Like, we look so good at defending corners with our first team. Not so much with our second team. Absolute scramble there. No idea who that's come off. It's come off the 17 in a blue shirt. I think
Great
that
save,
was.
actually.
Yeah.
It's a great save.
Hands in head, and the other corner comes in again. It's dragged back across goal. They've had a shot. It is blocked. Tino's on his bike. So Sandro. Go on, Sandro. Oh, and he's fantastic shepherding from Sandro there. Ball's run out, and it's going to be a throw in to Newcastle.
£5 super chat from George T. That's better. Can we hold on? Thanks, George. Very much appreciate that, mate.
Really good save from Nick Pope there, Billy.
Yeah, absolutely. Outstanding save. With his feet. Brilliant save. Brilliant save. It's going in there.
Futsal save, that is.
Yeah.
Tino's going to take his time with the throw in. Goes long to Will Osula, who is getting held again. We're just getting nothing from these shirt pulls. No pressure. It's just Will Osula pressing on his own. Murphy eventually joins in. They tried to play through the press, nearly did, and just dinked it out for a throw in to us. So hopefully we can just take our time here with this one.
Yeah, a cock run. Couldn't do anything with it, could he?
Our fans looking a little bit nervy, happy but nervy. Tino again is going to take ages to take this throw in.
Well, we are 85 on the clock, but there's going to be at least 12 minutes injury time, I imagine.
Yeah, there's got to be. Throwing comes in. Will Osula's got it. He's got 2 on him. Keeps the ball. Well done, lad. He's fouled. He's going to get the free kick. Are we going to get any protection for poor Will Osula? It was Dowell again. He's holding his calf, Will Osula. He looks like he might actually be hurt here. Oh, yeah, there was a boot on the back of the calf.
Calf Achilles area. Yeah, not good.
He's still down. Saw won that one. I think we said in the first half, Billy, that we do want a physical game, but I think they're taking that to the nth degree today, Birmingham City, yeah?
Well, Osula's back to his feet. He's a monster, isn't he? Wasula.
Murphy for the set piece. No Sandro. Fabian shares up. Emil Kraft is the one standing off. Matt Targett stays back for a counter-attack. Right-hand side, Murphy. Centrally, it's flicked on to nobody. There's going to be a corner if it goes out. It does get cleared. Birmingham City trying to escape. Joe Willock pulling some T-shirts here.
Getting booked, Joe.
Yeah, watch it. Well, he has already been booked. And it runs all the way through to Nick Pope. He rolls it straight out to Tino, who's being pressed highly straight away. Murphy's got some space on the right here if he wants to have a go at his man. He's going to try a first-time cross centrally. It does get intercepted, but he's going to try and chase his man and win the ball back. And we do manage to get it back. Sean's got it. Back to Tino. Back to Sean. Being pressed very aggressively here. Kraft goes left. Good choice, Emil. That was a good shout to Matt Targett. Out to Willock, left mid. Again, high press. No time to breathe for us here. We've got to be careful with the ball. Fabian Scher clears. We managed to win the flick on. Miley central. Sprays it out to Tino, who's going to go for a little jog. He's got players in front of him. Murphy right wing. Cross comes in. Cut back. It's a shot from Sandro. It's blocked.
Great defending. Oh, referee! Referee!
Oh, Emil Kraft just nicked in the back there, trying to do a defensive run. Who's down? It's just
Kraft.
Emil Kraft, is it?
Kraft. Yeah, I thought there was a push in the area then. We might see it. Yeah, I think
see the replay.
I think when the player comes in at the far post, coming in now, I think he's pushed there and they didn't show it. I think that's a penalty.
All right. Free kick taken. Taken short. Kraft still got it. Back to Fabian Scher, who's going to see... to be fair, Matt Targett's not been too bad today, has he?
I think he's had a good game, yeah.
There's visible differences in technical quality between him and Lewis Hall, but his general game is fine, I think. Birmingham City are trying to play Alfie May in here and nearly made it work, but Matt Targett's cleared the ball. Willock has run his socks off today. can't win that left wing. And they're going on a long run here. We need to get the ball off them. They do run out of steam. Sandro's going to try and cover this and take it out for a goal kick. It's not going to roll, though. He's going to have to get rid of it. He does clear it long. Will Osula trying to win that, and he does. Good lad. Good strength. He's got Joe on the left. Nutmeg from Joe Willock. Sprays it right wing. Fantastic from Joe. Murphy's on his own. He's in the box. Oh, and it's cleared. It's cleared off the line. Jacob Murphy should have scored. Should have been 4. Oh, fantastic from all the lads there. Will Osula with the strength. Joe Willock with the nutmeg and sprayed ball. Jacob Murphy one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Acres of space. He could have played Will Osula in.
Yeah, his first touch let him down, didn't it?
He could have played Will Osula in even after the bad first touch.
He could have, yeah. He could have. He probably should have.
Goal. Has to be a goal. Will Osula, I'm sorry, I know he's young, but as a striker, I'd be screaming at Murphy there. You've got to play him through. It is going to be a corner, though, from that clearance. Jacob Murphy. There are 12 minutes on the clock, by the way, guys. We're on 90 minutes and 35 seconds. Corner comes in. Edge of the box. It's going to be Tino. Sprays out to... Who's on the right? It's Murphy. Sean goes backwards to Tino. We're in a bit of a mess here from the corner, although Tino's got past his man. He can't keep up with the ball. Birmingham City have got it back. They're going to try and clear it here. Trying to make a counter-attack work on the left. They get a nutmeg of their own. Who is it? Sean Longstaff. Of course it is. Can't direct it to Alfie May. And we do get the ball back. Nice and calm. Back to Nick Pope.
Great positioning from Tonali there. Just to sit in and protect. What a ball that is, by the way.
Yeah, big ball over the top from Nick Pope. Finds Murphy on the right wing, who loses it. Murphy trying to do too much at the moment. Sandro can't beat his man. Finds the ball forward to Dykes. Alfie May, is he onside? He is not. That would have been one-on-one with Nick Pope, but he was off.
Nick was there, wasn't he? Nick was out in sweeper keeper mode.
Sweeper keeper was definitely there. Dangerous from Birmingham, though. We've got to be careful because 2 passes and they're in. Yeah, he's definitely offside. Oh, I don't know. That is quite close. But I think Nick Pope was there first anyway, so... He's still got that flag up. You can put it down now, mate. You don't have to hold the flag up for like 60 seconds, surely. 92 minutes on the clock, guys. That means there is 10 minutes left as there was 12 minutes of added time. We could have done with that goal going in, really, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could have been, yeah.
Still 3-2 on the clock, on the scoreboard.
And we are 92 and 20 in.
Right, well, we've got the ball. Pope to Fabian Scher. To Matt Target. To Sandro. Acres of space now. They're sitting off us for some reason. To Sean.
Perhaps they're tired.
Out to Tino. Not too much pressure here. Out to Murphy. We're getting loads of success here with Murphy on the right. Murphy still got it. Goes central. He's going to have his own left-footed shot. Right, that's 3 now, Jacob, mate. You're being a bit selfish. Let's bring others into play.
Overconfidence from Mr. Murphy today, I think.
Yeah, he's trying to take on the world. I mean, I appreciate the efforts. He's playing well, but a couple of selfish decisions there that not benefiting the team. Now he's had a few. He needs to put that aside. Let's play teammates in.
I have no doubt if he's on the pitch, he would have played the other one in first.
Well, at least I could have levelled him if he hadn't passed him.
He would have passed it to him. Maybe he hadn't got the confidence in Nasula that he has in Isaac, but I mean, still, he should have passed it to him for the last one. And then that left-footed curve that went wide. Yeah.
A few people saying Murphy's earned the chance to do that. Yeah, I mean, fine. Yeah, maybe he has. He's a first teamer. He's been doing well. But now he's done a few. That's it now. He needs to play others in.
Oh, lovely.
Sean's got it centrally. Good work to retain the ball. Tino on the right. Just being careful with it. Tino's been much better in the second half, Billy.
Yes, he has. Absolutely outstanding second half. Very shaky first half, but second half. And Target, to be fair.
Long ball from Fabian Scher to try and find somebody. It's Miley who's going to have a run. He's going to press the goalkeeper. Ooh, he nearly got it there. Good effort from Lewis Miley.
Especially 95 minutes in, yeah.
Yeah. Run his socks off. Joe Willock is absolutely cream crackered. And
I've never
cannot
seen him
pull
play
the
this long
press.
before. I've never seen him play this long
No.
before.
Well, it's been a long time since his injury, so he trains all the time. He should be fine. We've got it central with Lewis Miley. 2 on him. He's brought down. No free kick. We've still got the ball, though. Alfie May pressing Nick Pope. Get rid, Nick. That was a shocking pass. Into Emil Kraft on the right side of defence. He's going to play a long ball forwards, probably trying to find Jacob or Will Osula. Will Osula tries to flick it on. Can't direct it towards Murphy. We are 95 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, guys. 7 minutes left, just shy of. We are 3-2 up away to Birmingham City. As things stand, we are going through to the next round. Birmingham City playing long balls, trying to make things happen, though. Alfie May's got it on the left wing for them. He's in the box. He's going to have a shot. It's tame, really tame. It's a cricket claim for Nick Pope there. He's not going to get an easier save than that all afternoon. Yeah, he tries 3 times to work the space, Alfie May there, Billy, and it's just a terrible effort.
Yeah, but there were plenty of Newcastle United bodies in the box, and he didn't have anywhere to go, really, to be fair to him.
Paul World with a great save, Pope. I don't know. I don't know about that. It was all right. Will Osula trying some step overs here. He's managed to retain the ball as a go from 20, and it's just over the bar. Good try, mate. Well done. He's worked his socks off today. He deserves a lot of praise. 2 assists. He's been kicked the absolute living daylights out of by the Birmingham City players. It's what he wants, though. He wants football, doesn't he? And he's definitely got it today.
100%.
Long ball from Birmingham City. Fabian Schär mops up. They're going to have a throw-in around the halfway line. Grant Hanley wants to take it. No, he doesn't. He's given up. Oh, they've just moved it about 30 yards forward. That's
have a corner for it, lads. Have a corner for it. Just do what you like.
Nobody central. Sean, switch on, mate. Sean having his tea and coffee and forgot he had to press somebody. Long ball comes forward. Cleared by Emil Kraft. Sean with the flick on. Birmingham City have still got it, though. They're going to play a deep ball in the box, and it is blocked by Matt Targett. Well done. Out for a throw-in. Back to Hanley. Plays it across their defensive line. They're going to go back to their left back. Pressed by Murphy. Miley with pressure on their midfielder. That's Bielik, I think it is. Willock still pressing as well. They're trying to long ball through the press. It's terrible, though. Tino with some little tennis. And Sean draws the foul. Well done, Sean. Got your body in the way. We can kill the time there.
Yes, Chris Mitchell says Troy Deeney is going to get blasted. I almost forgot.
Nah, nobody cares about Troy Deeney.
Well, Joe Willock's got the man of the match on the BBC coverage anyway. And 2 goals. I guess he deserves it.
They're just showing the replay of the controversial goal. Oh, we've cut from the replay because we've got it in the box. Osula's got it inside the box. He's a lot of wrestling going on.
We'll have a corner for that. Thank you.
I think we're getting a corner. Jacob Murphy to take the corner. 98-35 on the clock. We've both had 3 corners each, apparently.
Let's have a short corner and a bit of shithousery in the corner. Come on, let's do it professionally.
Yeah, we have gone short. Sandro's going to have the little fight. Go on, Sandro. Corner. Oh, no way. It's got a goal kick. Not a chance. Sandro is livid. I don't blame him. That's definitely a corner. Goal kick to Birmingham City then. Wrongly awarded. Absolutely hoofballed forward. Up to the right wing. Matt Targett.
That's a foul, ref.
It's fine. We've got the throw in anyway. It'll do. It will definitely do. God, it does look a bit wet there, doesn't it?
It's always wet in Birmingham, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, it is. Clearance from Matt Target after the throw came in. Will Osula is just being pulled around. The referee really needs to do more. And he's given the foul against Sean Longstaff, despite seeing Will Osula having his shirt visibly pulled about 6 times. The poor kid, honestly. This isn't football.
They're all lobbing forward now. This is a charge of the Light Brigade for Birmingham City.
I don't mind physicality, but shirt pulling is not physicality. Shirt pulling is just dodgy. Long ball comes forward into our box. It gets flicked on by a blue shirt. Nick Pope claims. Knee slides. Nice and calm. 100 minutes on the clock, guys. Nearly there. Less than 2 minutes to go.
When did Grant Hanley play for us? Was it in the Rafa when Rafa was here?
Championship, were we?
Yeah, Rafa was here, wasn't it?
It might have been championship season.
When Rafa was here, wasn't it?
Long ball to Will Osula on the right wing, and he's got it. Tries a step over, beats his man. He's going to play it into the corner. Good boy. Good strength there, but there's 2 of them on him, and he has lost out. Oh, he's managed to get it. He's been pulled down by Christian Bielik there. The referee seemingly forgot his glasses.
That's pathetic. That is really, really poor referee.
Birmingham on the counter now. They've got a ball centrally. They're going to try and play it in. Sandro with a great tackle. Well done, Sandro Tonali. Crisis averted.
He's trying to shoot
gone all the way
his own half then.
Yeah, I'm so confused by what the officiating is meant to be because it's been so different today.
We're in the final minute.
It is final minute, yeah. 101 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock, 50 seconds to go. I think the referee is definitely ready to go home because he can't be asked anymore. He's not even watching.
I don't know. I think he might give another couple of minutes here.
Bit of head tennis. We can't get the ball. Ooh, left wing. They've got it left wing. Tino tries to stop the block. It's kicked away by Fabian Cher, I think that was. Will Osula again contests the aerial duel. He gets something in the face.
I've got a free kick as well,
finally wins a free kick.
Or has he? Or just stopped the play for head injury? I think he's just stopped the play for head injury.
He must have won the free kick. They've just done something. We've got the replay. Let's have a look. It was just a collision of heads. That actually wasn't a free kick. That was both of them going for the ball.
I think he just stopped for the head injury. I think it'll be a drop ball when it come back.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a drop ball. Unless they're giving it as a free kick to Birmingham City, based on how we're shaping up. It shouldn't be because he headed Will Osula's head. I'm very confused here.
It looks like we're going to make a change here. Maybe he's actually going to come on for the last few seconds.
Drop ball? No. Yeah, the fourth official's getting the board ready, so something's happening.
Unless we bring on young Neve. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do.
Sean Neve on for 30 seconds, yeah. Oh, I hope he's not sending Isak on. He is. Oh, God, Eddie. I don't really want Isak on now because he's... Just put Trippier up front.
Trippier on, something like that. Yeah, I agree. Bring a defender on.
I don't know if we've got any more, have we? Who's left on the bench?
Hall's on it, isn't he? Trippier?
Hall, Trippier, and Sean Neve. And 2 goalkeepers. I think that's all that's on. We have played the full amount of time, but Will Osula is coming off here. He does look a bit dazed. He has absolutely worked his socks off today. Deserves a good round of applause, and he is getting one. And Alexander Isak is on, guys, for what hopefully is only about 5 seconds.
It's going to be another minute, I think. Maybe 45 seconds minimum. But it's a drop ball.
It looks like they've given the drop ball in Birmingham's favour.
Why? Anyway.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous from the referee. They've got it on the right wing here. Miley's trying to stop them getting into the box. Ball into the box. Miley kicks it away. Clearance into midfield. They're going to go long again. We've got to get set. Ball long. Nick Pope catches.
That should be it.
Should be game. Nick Pope's waiting to pick it back up. He picks it up when he gets pressured. Take the yellow, Nick. Nick, take the yellow. There you go. Full time, guys. It has been called. It is Newcastle United 3, Birmingham City 2 at St Andrews. We are through to the next round of the FA Cup. Thank God for that, Billy.
Yeah, great game of football. Very exciting game of football. Enjoyed it. I would have enjoyed it had we have lost, but we won the game, so it was an exciting game of football for me. And on we go to the next round, the 5th round, and who knows? It could be a double Wembley visit this year.
Oh, I mean, somebody put in the earlier about that. Yeah, potential double trip to Wembley. Who was it? I think her name was Nina. I think she said champagne twice. Put the champagne on ice. Wembley twice.
Yeah,
you never know. We're on track. We're on track for it. So we will be doing, guys. We will be doing I don't know if Billy's joined me, but there will be an instant reaction on Patreon. Potentially not an instant reaction for YouTube. We will see what we want to do about that. I'll have to double check how Paul wants to do that. We'll see if he's been watching the game or if he's resting. We'll make sure as well. Make sure if you are new to hit the subscribe button because we are going to be doing a review show on this. We think the review show is most likely going to be on Monday night, just for rotation of hosts and availability. So we're going to have to sort of play it by ear for the meantime, guys. So we will communicate that with everybody. So more likely the review is going to be on Monday night so that we've got people available. So make sure you do subscribe and listen to a full hour of us going through this in a slightly less emotional way because I think we're all a little bit angry at the referee, but very happy with the result.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you want to do some super chats, Billy?
Yes, absolutely. We've got a £2 super chat from Nick Thornton. The rest must be an Arsenal fan. And finally, a £2 super chat from Channel Light. A good old-fashioned fight. Couldn't have put it better myself.
A few people asking for a word on Paul. Not fantastic, but he's all right. He's on the appropriate medication. He's got his family with him. He's resting. He's talking to us. We're in communication, and it's okay. I think he's just not in the most confident of places at the moment, as you can imagine. So any support you send over here, he will see and he will greatly appreciate. So we do thank you all for the concern. But he's okay at the moment. So we will make sure we do update people. Yeah, I do need to make sure we shout out the channel sponsor as well, who massively helps in supporting us. So Mamaroo Records, please make sure you go and check them out. There is a link in the description for them. You can go and check out the website specifically, or there is a shop located in Whitley Bay. You can go and check them out. There again, Mamaroo Records, very important. I don't think I said hit the like button. Hit that as well because it helps new people find us who have not seen the Toon review before, whether it's an opposition fan or a Newcastle United fan and neutral. Doesn't matter. We like to talk about all things football with a focus on NUFC if possible. Billy, next round. Who's still left in the cup? Lots of teams, right?
Anybody at home. Anybody at home. We're down to last 32 now, I think it is. Was it last? It might even be the last 16.
Is the draw going to be tomorrow? Have we got FA Cup games tomorrow?
I think it's an FA Cup game Monday as well. So I think it'll be Monday night, but I'm not certain.
Ooh.
It might be
we may
Monday night.
Yeah, well, we might do our little funny shenanigans with the.
Yeah, we can do it while we're doing our review.
I enjoy doing those. Those are pretty fun. So we'll try and do a cup draw show if possible. We'll have to double check when it is.
It may be 7 o'clock Monday night, and if it is, we can incorporate it into our review show.
Yeah, we'll just do it all together. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, everybody very, very happy. It's nice that Bruno got off uninjured. It looks like we got through most of that with our stars still intact. I'm quite impressed that Joe Willock managed to see that whole game out because he got absolutely kicked to death.
Another super chat from Samson Knight Dove, 100 Danish kroner. Much better on keep us updated on the clock after the telling too. Remember, we're also people that might have streams that stops once in a while, like you guys, so we need the clock to be in sync. Well, we say it as often as we can. We say it often as we can, but yeah, you're right. And hopefully next week I get my OBS working better and we can have a clock on the screen. But
Billy, we've got an interview with Wilson and Willock. Do you want to listen to that for us?
Yeah, can do.
Nice to see Callum back. It'd be good to get his words on recent goings on. Yeah, I don't quite know what happened in that first half to the second half, guys, but it was very different. I think first half very, very scrappy, transitional. Couple of goals for them, couple of goals for us. Nobody really able to get control of the game. And then second half, they just decided to play a very different, dirty game. and I think it was to their detriment. I think we could all agree. I think they were coming to be disruptive and maybe try and steal it at the death. And I think karma got the better of them. It didn't work like that, and we managed to get the goal. I think Murphy was integral in that. But we will go through this in depth on the Monday Night Review show. Me and Billy we'll do an instant reaction on the Patreon. I don't know if Billy will join me, but I'll definitely do one now. So instant thoughts. We'll go and break everything down step by step. There should be links for that down below as well as the sponsor for Mammary Records. So make sure you check that out. Good to see Callum back. Long interview. He's growing his hair out a little bit as well. We'll get some comments. Sean was shocking. He, apart from contributing to the winning goal, which I guess is quite important, yeah, he was abysmal, absolutely shocking. Let me scroll up a little bit. We can get some. Tom's just said there's a cup game on Tuesday too. Yeah, but they can still announce it as we'll play this or that team, right? So they can still do a draw, even if they don't know who's necessarily going to be in the next round. Scrappy game, but we got the win. Great game for Sulla. Had to take a lot of pressure plus injury. Yeah, the pressure was an absolute nightmare. There's so many fouls weren't given against him. For a young man, he definitely weathered the storm there. What league should Longstaff play in? Well, we'll see, won't we, come the summer. Some players got minutes and looked good. Hopefully we'll get minutes in Premier League games. I don't know. I don't think anybody did good enough to force themselves into the first team setup from that performance. I don't know. We'll ask Billy that question, but we'll get Billy Bob's comments. How was the interview?
Yeah, it was a really happy one. Joe, look, they mentioned obviously what he went through last week with the horrific comments he received on social media, and yeah, he's been frustrated this season. He said he's been waiting patiently for his chance. He's had a frustrating season. He said hopefully today he's shown what he can do and put himself forward to play in the team at some point. Callum Wilson very much the same, frustrating, but he's now on the other side. He hopes he can contribute to the rest of the season. And it was an all-round loving from the two of them. And Callum Wilson gave Joe Willock his Man of the Match award, and both very happy. Willock did thank the fans for coming out to Birmingham also. So excellent.
Question for you, Billy. Has anybody out of this rotated setup done enough, you think, to challenge for a place in the first team?
No. Maybe Willock.
I think Osula's definitely opened himself up as an option to replace Murphy as a substitute.
Yes.
In games.
Yes.
And then I guess maybe Willock to a degree, because Joe Linton's out. We don't know how long for. It's been said by Craig Hope it's weeks, not months, which is positive.
Emil Kraft as well, but he's always like that. We haven't learned anything new from Emil Kraft, have we?
Yeah, indeed. Right, well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. Much appreciated. Make sure you have subscribed. Make sure you've hit the like button. Please go and check out the channel sponsor in Mammary Records. Come and check out the Patreon that we'll do afterwards, and make sure you come back for the review on Monday and have a look at the draw and everything that's going to happen. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I know it was a little bit frustrating, a little bit different today without software, but we try our best. We got the win. It's 3 points, and we are through to the next round of the FA Cup, Billy.
Indeed, and Wembley, here we come, hopefully twice. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Right, take care, everybody. Until next time, adios.
How are the lads and lasses?
Come back and check on Sea Breeze.